All right, we are coming to you live here from Kennett, Missouri. I'm Frankie Castile. Welcome to Poplar Bluff Mules basketball. It has been far overdue. Coach, I've got Coach Aaron Duncan right beside me. And Coach, I don't know about you, but I am stoked to be able to stream our JV team and give them some love. They're long overdue. You guys come in at 3-3 on the season. How about that for numbers? I got a chance to kind of go over some of your statistics and your players. And, man, we're just happy to be here.
Yeah, we're thankful for you, man. Appreciate you and Tim getting out here. And
No, it's not Tim. It's about me. Forget about Tim. No, I'm kidding. No, it's all.
Well, he is mine, so we'll put it on him, Tim.
Absolutely. And let's talk about your
man,
team.
thank you.
And you guys haven't played in about a month ago because of all the snow, the cold, the flooding, the ice, the whatever you want to call it. So tell me about your team and what are we going to be seeing here tonight?
That's just what schedules. I mean, you just – once Christmas break hits, it's a break, and you got all the varsity tournaments and things going on in the Christmas break time. So anyway, and then with last week being canceled and stuff, we got pushed back even more. I mean, we're just going to play hard. That's the goal, is to come out here and play hard. And I don't look at the scorebook, so I don't really know who's led us in scoring because this is just about development. And it could be a different guy every night, and it probably has been, honestly. But these guys, a lot of them have put in some work since even last year, and, hopefully it'll show.
Let's talk about some of your players. For those who don't know, who are we going to see show up in the scorebook a little bit tonight, do you think? And what player or players do you think will make a big difference here tonight?
I mean, I can probably name 8 or 9 of them that if they get in, they're probably going to score. So, there's 8 or 9 of them that at any given time can put the ball in the basket. We got some guys can shoot a little bit, and so that opens things up offensively. And so, it's really just a team effort. Hopefully, defensively, we're solid. That's the key tonight since we've been off and we haven't been, able to practice and things. So, hopefully, just defensively, we're really solid.
Are you worried about the team maybe showing a little bit of rust, especially early in this contest?
I was just thinking about it on the way down as I was trying to drive through that rain.
How could you think with all the fog out there, my friend?
Right. And I was just thinking it's just going to be one of those games where you got to play through the mistakes because there will be some because, our legs, they're not going to be there for us for long. And so, the key is, hey, you better go out there and play hard because you're going to have about 2 minutes and, 2, maybe 3 minutes, and then you're going to get subbed out. So get somebody with fresh legs in there.
I always ask Coach Jordan this before every pregame comes to an end. So in your mind, Coach, to beat Kennett and go to 4-3, give me your keys to victory, Coach. I'm excited to hear them.
We just got to get down on defense in the half court and get some stops, get some defensive rebounds, get out, get some tips, some deflections, try to get some easy transition baskets to open up the half-court offense, and, we'll go from there.
Here's my keys to victory. Let's leave that fog down here in Kennett. What do you say, Coach?
That sounds
You're
good.
driving that bus back to Bluff tonight, baby.
That sounds
All
good.
right, go get them, Coach. We'll see you guys afterwards.
Sounds good, man. Thanks,
you betcha.
Frank.
Coach Aaron Duncan joining us live, the assistant coach. He is the coach of the JV squad, and tonight, we are so excited to be here live. This is our first JV game. It's hard to believe that this is Tim and I's first JV contest for Poplar Bluff. Long overdue, and I've been so stoked literally all weekend, week long to get here to this point. We are just so happy to be here live in Kennett. We're still talking about, obviously heavy rain and the dense fog and all that nonsense, but tonight for the next 2 or 3 hours, we get the opportunity to focus on basketball, and we are so happy to be here live in Kennett in this gym. Morgan McIntosh, she is joining us on Facebook. My good buddy Lori Edmondson-Bussey also tuning in. Don't worry, Lori. I've already seen Kent. He is good to go. I think he talked to Tim briefly. Didn't say hi to me, but I was talking to Coach Duncan. So he's here tonight, ready to cheer on some Poplar Bluff Mules as well. And, of course, let us know where you're watching from here tonight. We've got not one, but 2 ball games on the way between Bluff and Kennett. Both are SEMO Conference games. And tonight, it's going to be a long night, but a great night at that. And of course, by the way, coming up in the varsity contest, we have been told there's going to be a tumbling event going on at halftime. So we may have an extended halftime. We were here about 2 years ago. This happened then too. So Tim and I during that halftime will have a lot of time to digest everything going on, and it should be a great time. What we're going to do is we're going to get you to our starting five coming up here in just a few moments. We're going to go over who we believe will be the starting five for both teams between the Indians out of Kennett and your Poplar Bluff Mules. We are live in Kennett. This is the first basketball game, by the way, for both teams in quite some time. The varsity hasn't played since January 6th. We were over in Joplin for that contest. Almost forgot where we were. And then you talk about the JV team. The JV team has not played since December 19th. That's when they defeated Van Buren at 67-59. The Mules at JV coming in 3-3 so far this year. They have losses to Kickapoo. Also, they lost to Sykeston over in the Notre Dame JV tournament. They lost that contest 68-57. And then Cape Central got them by 10 back on the 22nd of November. They lost that ball game at 72-62. But since then, the Mules have won back-to-back games against West Plains and Van Buren, giving them a 3-3 mark here on the regular season for JV. Now looking over at Van Buren, looking over at Kennett. They are coming in 4-6 on the year. By the way, they have last played back on January 10th, or make that January 12th and January 13th. You may be asking, why is that? Why did they get a chance to play? And that is because if you remember, during that time, they did not see as much snowfall as what we saw. Therefore, they were able to get a few games in. So far this year, Kennett 4-6 on the year. They've got wins against Delta Deering, also Twin Rivers earlier this year. They've also defeated Charleston, Malden as well. That's New Madrid back on January 13th. They lost by 10 points in that ball game. So there you go. That sets the stage here this afternoon, or this evening rather. Let's begin with the home team on the O scoreboard. They are the Indians out of Kennett. Once again, coming in 4-6 overall. They are being coached by Jack Walls. Here's who we believe will be the starting five here for the Indians out of Kennett. We believe at number one, it'll be Ty Jones. Jones, by the way, is coming into this ball game. Also going to be number 13, Cade Anderson, a freshman. Number 15, Zane Franklin, another freshman. Number 32, Gabe Checkett, he'll be a freshman also. And number 34, Antonio Flakes, he is also a freshman. So 4 freshmen, 1 sophomore is going to be starting here tonight for the Indians in the JV contest. Looking over at Poplar Bluff, let's go over who we believe are going to be the starting five. A 5'9" freshman guard, number 1, LaDon Webb, also going to get the start. A 5'10" sophomore guard, number 2, J.R. Lathan, also going to get the start. Will Sherrill, he is a 5'10" sophomore guard. Also number 11, Nikolai Combat, he is a 6'3" freshman guard. That's who we believe are going to be the starting five here today for the Mules and the Kennett Indians. So here we go. Sorry about that, Lori. At least on my end, everything's coming in nice and clear. Hopefully that clears up real quickly. She said it was frozen, but okay, so it may be on us. So hopefully we got that squared away. Tim says we should be good to go now. Sorry about that, Miss Lori. So we are getting set now for the opening tip-off between the Mules and the Indians. It is JV style, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Once again, the Mules coming in 3-3, the Indians coming in 4-6 overall, and the Mules have not played since December the 19th, literally over a month ago. So we'll see if rust is going to be any issue for this on fire here to begin the contest against the Kennett Indians. All right, we're going to go to a quick timeout here. Well, not really a timeout. We're going to stay right here. You know what? Let's go to a timeout. We're going to go to a 90-second timeout. We're going to come right back, and we will have the official lineups, and we will have a tip-off on the way for the Mules and the Kennett Indians. We are live in Kennett. You're watching exclusive coverage. It is the Mules JV. You're watching live on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. We're back in 90 seconds. All right, we are 2 minutes away from the opening lineups and the tip-off here tonight between the Mules and the Kennett Indians. We are live once again in Kennett, and we are so happy to be here live, bringing you JV action, followed by the varsity as well. I know Lori Bussey is tuning in here tonight. We appreciate her and everything she does for the broadcast. And by the way, at some point very soon, Miss Bussey, you'll be up here with me doing some play-by-play. I got a chance to watch the United Champions over the weekend. They played around St. Louis. They got second place in their tournament. She was live streaming the whole entire ball game. We were kind of going back and forth, and let me tell you, she does a lot better job and never miss a beat. We are coming up on the 1 minute mark now. We're going to go down courtside momentarily, and we will have the official lineups. Pretty sure that everything that we said here today, well, you know what? I say that, and it looks like a few players have changed when it comes to the starting lineup here. So, yes, they did. It looks like there was a change made right off the bat. Kate Bussey, it looks like, will get the start here. A 6'5" junior forward is going to get the start coming up for the Mules. So we apologize for that. We didn't know that's what was going to happen, but now we do. So let's kind of see. We're going to go down courtside. Not sure if they're going to do starting lineups or not. We'll see if they do or not. All right, so we're going to see no starting lineups here, and we're going to get right into it as we get ready. So Sammy Durden is going to get the start out there wearing number 32 here tonight. I've got him listed as number 30 in the program, but he's actually number 32. So here we go. And it'll be the Mules and the Indian. And we are ready to bring you some basketball. Finally, been over a month now for both teams. Kelly Edmondson says, let's go Mules. Talking to Cade Bussey. Here we go now. Ball's in the air. It's going to be controlled by the Poplar Bluff Mules. They are going from and rebounded here by Antonio Flake, and quickly down the floor now. Shot is up and no good. Nikolai Combat with the rebound. Good job there by the Mules. Poplar Bluff now inside, no good. Rebounded that time by Antonio Flakes. So now the Mules back on defense. Good job there by Nikolai Combat there with the steal. He's going inside, up off the glass is no good. We're going to get a whistle here and a foul, and it will stay right here with the Mules. Good job there by the Mules defensively. So Nikolai Combat, he is going to inbound. It'll be a personal foul coming up. No, they're going to call the foul on the Mules, rather. It's going to be on Miles Johnson, going to be his first personal foul. I think everybody was kind of fooled by that one. Mules now back in on defense now. Good job by Antonio Flakes going inside. It's no good. Rebounded by LaDon Webb, and here comes Poplar Bluff now. Webb, a long three-pointer. You betcha, nothing but net. Boy, we saw that back during the Joplin tournament, that final contest. He would end up leading the Mules 11 points off the bench with shots just like that from downtown. Now Flake's going to go inside, pull-up jumper. Good defense there by Bussey. Rebounded again by the Mules. LaDon Webb kicks it outside to Miles Johnson. Johnson lost it trying to go inside. And here come the Kennett Indians now. Ty Jones battling his way in. No good. Rebounded by Bussey. Back-to-back downtown threes, and these are not close three-pointers. These are far-away three-pointers. Boy, this kid's so fun to watch. Only a 5'9" freshman. Has a lot of growth ahead of him, and man, he looks sharp out of the gate. Mules lead at 6-0 here in the early going. This is our first contest that we've got the opportunity to stream JV-wise, and I got a feeling we picked a good one. So now Checkett gets a little bit of space, goes down the lane. Once again, good defense by the Mules. That play develops there because of Cade Bussey stepping in the middle. And now Nikolai Combat with a long three. It's no good. Good job offensive rebounding by Cade Bussey. And now the Mules. Boy, that was so close of falling. Would have been his third three-pointer of the ball game so far. Another big defensive stop there by Nikolai Combat. Goes inside. He'll go up and draw the foul. Shonda Height says, let's go. As the Mules right now up 6-0. Going to get a whistle and a foul coming up on Antonio Flakes. It'll be his first personal foul. And now to the free throw line. Going to see a few subs coming in for the Mules now. Checking in is Toby Duncan. Also Elijah. He is 1 for 2. 7-0 now the score. Poplar Bluff leading it here in the early going. So LaDon Webb going to get a breather for a moment. J.R. Lathan checking in for the first time in the ball game. Good job by Antonio Flakes. Outside shot. It is up. It's no good. Another big rebound that time by Sammy Durden. Cash Franklin checking in for the first time in the ball game on the other side for Kennett. Toby Duncan works it around. Combat now. Kicks it outside to Sammy Durden. His shot is no good. Another offensive rebound by the Mules. J.R. Lathan that time. He'll take a three-point shot. High arcing shot. You betcha. Three-pointer by J.R. Lathan. That is the third three-pointer of the ball game for the Mules, and they are out to a 10-0 run. Let's take a 30-second timeout. Come right back. A timeout called by the Indians on the Southeast Sign and
Providers take the time to identify your health risks and help you prioritize good health. Regular checkups and age-appropriate screenings are important to be healthy now and stay well in the future. With same or next day appointments and online scheduling, we make it easy to make an appointment right now. You can even see us from the comfort of your own home via telehealth. Put your health first today by making an appointment by visiting pbrmc.com and searching online scheduling.
All right, so here we go now. 14 to go on the internet issues. It's here in the gym itself, not our equipment. It is the internet here, but we are working on that, trying to get that resolved. 2:50. .253 to go here in the first quarter of play. Antonio Flakes now. He'll drive inside. One time he drains it from downtown. It is a 10-3 ball game. And now Flake's going to go down the lane. Goes up and what a swat that time by Sammy Durden. On the other end, up. It is a 12-3 score right now as the Mules out in front here in this JV contest. So now coming back in for the Mules here on the JV side, we've got J.R. Lathan out there. Also, Elijah Ibrahim. Good job there by Poplar Bluff. Defensively, they are all over the ball right now. Ty Jones going to go inside, ripped away by the Mules. Good steal by Ibrahim. Nikolai Combat for the long three. You betcha. Drains another three-pointer for the Mules. 15-3 now the score. Poplar Bluff is all over the place right now. Going inside that time is Antonio Flakeson. He gets the easy bucket off the backboard at 13-5 now. Make that 15-5 rather. Long three-pointer by the Mules, no good. Another offensive rebound that time by Poplar Bluff. And we're going to get a whistle here and a turnover by the Mules, a rare turnover. And coming back in for the Mules, LaDon Webb. He will check in for J.R. Lathan on the other side of the ball for the Kennett Indians. They will have it now. Minute 10 to go here in the first quarter of play. Braxton Bullock checking in for the first time. Also, Cade Anderson back in the ball game as well. The Mules right now all over the court when it comes to the defensive side of the ball. Cohen Hemfling is in the ball game as well. Antonio Flakes, he'll take a three. This one he drains it from downtown. He's got 5 of the team's 8 points right now. 35 seconds and counting. A long three-pointer. Nikolai Combat is no good on the three-pointer. Rebounded by Bullock. Long three-pointer again, no good. This time, Bullock could not get the shot to go down. LaDon Webb on the rebound. Good pass outside. Three-pointer is off the mark. It's no good. Graham could not get the shot to go down. So far, the Mules here in this contest shooting 33%, 5 out of 15 so far. 4 seconds and counting. Bullock now outside to Flakes. And they're not going to get a shot off. And at the end of one quarter, it is a 15-8 score as the Mules lead by 7. We're going to take a quick timeout, a 1-minute timeout, and we're going to come right back as the Mules lead by 7 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
You're in the zone with Baldwin Toyota. Today's spotlight is the 2024 Toyota Tundra. This truck is a powerhouse with its available I-Force Max engine.
That's right. It's built like a champion from the ground up. Its powertrain, frame, and suspension work together, providing an available max towing capacity of up to 12,000 pounds. With Tundra, you can haul with confidence.
Head to Baldwin Toyota and experience the power of the 2024 Toyota Tundra for yourself. And now back to Mules action.
This is Brenda Holmes with PB
All
Realty
right, so
Donovan
here we go
office.
as we get ready for the second quarter of play for the Mules. Coming out will be Aiden Jackson. He'll be out there. Also, Bo McCormack, Miles Johnson, LaDon Webb also going to get out there for the Mules. And Amari Graham looking at the Kennett Indians right now. They will have Antonio Flakes out there. Also, Cade Anderson as well. Zane Franklin and Cohen Hemfling will be out there as we get ready to bring you live action here once again. Braxton Bullock also, as the Indians now will inbound. They are going from right to left. So here we go now. LaDon Webb, good defensive player he has been for the Mules all JV season. Recently making some varsity play as well. He's got 6 points so far in the ball game as we start the second quarter of play. Flakes going inside, and we get a whistle and a foul coming up. This one's going to go against the Poplar Bluff Mules. It's going to be a foul on Miles Johnson. That'll be number 2 on him so far in the ball game. Going to the free throw line is Antonio Flakes. He's got 5 points so far in the contest. First one is on the way. It's up, and it is no good. 6:34 to go here in the first half. Roger Faith is tuning in from Crystal City, Missouri. 43 degrees with heavy fog, he says. You know what? We are here in Kennett, and we've got some heavy fog as well, my friend. It is now 15-9. Mules lead by 6. LaDon Webb with that right hand, no good. And the rebound going to be taken by Antonio Flakes. Here come the Indians out in transition. Euro step and a good block that time by Aiden Jackson. Good bounce pass inside to Bo McCormack. You betcha. Nice little backboard shot there inside the paint. 17-9. Bo McCormack, the assistant coach's son there for the Mules. Talking about Dave McCormack. Boy, this JV team is so physical, so quick. And we're going to get a 5-second call. Flakes unable to do much with it. J.R. Lathan back in the ballgame for Amari Graham. Mules so far shooting 35%, 12 rebounds to 6, by the way. Johnson, he'll go inside. Good. Try to hand it off. Good job there by Miles Johnson to get it right back. McCormack outside to Webb. Webb shot this time is off the mark. It's no good. Offensive rebound by Johnson, or make that J.R. Lathan rather, and he will go back up and score. So J.R. Lathan using his presence inside the paint. Big bucket there in the paint, 19-9. Mules once again back out by 10. LaDon Webb is going to be charged for the foul that time. A little too aggressive that time. I think he knows it. First foul for him, team foul number 2 here for the Mules in the quarter. Back in is Ty Jones. He'll check in for Cade Anderson. So Ty Jones back in the ballgame for the Indians. 5:15 to go here in the first half. It is a 19-9 ball game. So I don't want to jinx ourselves. I think we have the internet situation fixed. We apologize for all that. I'll take the hit on that one. I kind of rushed him when we got here, so that's on me. Usually I blame Tim, but I'll take the heat this time. The important thing is it's working now, and we apologize. We want to make sure the JV get just as much love as the varsity. That's why we work hard to make sure it works. Shot is off the mark, no good by Hemfling. J.R. Lathan in company. Here come the Mules now. LaDon Webb outside to Lathan. Now back over to Johnson. Johnson, the running floater is no good. Mules once again, another offensive rebound. Boy, the Mules right now dominating in that category. And we're going to get a steal by Flakes. So Antonio Flakes reaches in, takes it away. And now Mules on defense. Hemfling, long three, no good. Rebounded by the Mules. Bo McCormack outside to Miles Johnson, and we're going to get a turnover by the Mules. Poplar Bluff now going to bring in a whole new line. Back in the ballgame is Cade Bussey, also Sammy Durden back in the ballgame. Amari Graham as well, Nikolai Combet. And also Toby Duncan in for Poplar Bluff. 4:05 to go here in the first half. Mules lead 19-9 here in this JV contest. Sherry is tuning in, says, let's go Mules. Molly is tuning in. She says, let's go Mules. You're welcome. Sorry for the interruptions we had earlier on, but you know what? We've got some new equipment, and the service down here isn't the best. We've got 3 different providers, and we had an issue with all 3 of them. Ty Jones, a three-pointer is no good. Here come the Mules now. Amari Graham outside the Duncan. Duncan with the right hand, no good. Look at the offensive rebounding by the Mules. It'll be a jump ball. It'll stay with the Mules. You betcha. Cade Bussey doing his part, fighting down low for the rebound. Tell you what, Miss Lori, got to be impressed with the way he is rebounding right now. He has had himself quite the ball game on the rebounding side. Three-pointer by Graham. It is good. Near the baseline, another three-pointer by the Mules. Poplar Bluff having a night right now. They are 5 out of 12 here in the first half from behind the arc. 5 3-pointers so far. 22-9 the score. 3-pointer is no good. Ty Jones did not get the friendly roll. It will go out of bounds. Last touch by the Mules. And it will stay with the Kennett Indians. If you haven't done so already, hit that share button for us if you don't mind. We want to reach as many people as we can. A lot of folks starting to file in. A lot of Kennett fans, some Mules fans making the trip down here. Pretty foggy outside. I know whenever we left Poplar Bluff, we really couldn't. It was hard to see at some points on our trip. And I got a feeling on the way home it's going to be just as bad. Antonio Flakes, this shot is no good. Great job that time by Sammy Durden. Right place, the right time. Nikolai Combat with a long three, money. He's got 7 points here in the ball game. 25-9 is your score. Boy, the Mules right now, they are having themselves quite the ball game from behind the arc. They are 6 out of 13 right now, 43%. That is incredible here in the first half. Think about that. 18 of their 25 points have come from behind the arc, and some of these threes, they're not close threes. They are long threes. Ty Jones works his way inside the paint there. Able to get that shot off. He's got his first bucket of the ball game. Graham for 3. It's no good. Good job once again by the Mules. Rebounded Toby Duncan. Gets it inside to Sammy Durden. And he gets his first bucket here of the contest. Gary Simmons, he is staying dry, folks. Watching somewhere back in Poplar Bluff, I would say. Antonio Flakes is going to take one too many steps there inside the paint. The Indians and the Mules both have 5 turnovers so far. Cash Franklin coming in the ball game. Braxton Bullock is going to check out. Also coming out is going to be Amari Graham, Cade Bussey, and Sammy Durden for the Mules. LaDon Webb in the ball game. J.R. Lathan and Elijah Ibrahim is back in as well. McCormack, 3-pointer is no good. Another offensive rebound. Big time 3 by LaDon Webb, 30-11 now. Good assist by Aiden Jackson for the Mules. And this one's going to be a foul against Poplar Bluff. And the Mules right now, they are having themselves quite the day from behind the arc rather. It's going to be a foul that time on J.R. Lathan. Going to be his first, team foul number 3 now. For the Kennett Indians, first free throw was no good that time by Gabe Checkett. So Gabe Checkett not able to knock down the free throw. He'll get one more here. Second one is up, and it's also no good. Rebounded that time by the Mules, Elijah Ibrahim. Good job by J.R. Lathan staying with it. Nearly lost it. Able to get it right back. Long 2-pointer off the backboard. You got to be kidding me. 7 points in the ball game for that young man. Very tough shot. Able to knock it down. The Mules at 32-11 with under a minute to go here in the first half. Going to get a foul that time on J.R. Lathan. That's going to be his second personal. And his team foul for the Mules goes to 4. So now, here come the Indians now. Ty Jones stepping across half court, guarded that time by J.R. Lathan. Boy, he's having a great first half defensively, also offensively for the Mules. Under 40 seconds now. Once again, the Mules going to force a turnover. Checkett unable to keep the ball in play. It's going to go right to the Mules with 38 seconds left. Jerry Moore says he's on his way down to watch the varsity game. Glad to have you alongside, my friend. There's nearly a turnover. Good job there by the Kennett Indians. Tell you what, Cade Anderson able to knock it away. Mules right now are 7 of 15 from behind the arc at 47%. That's impressive here in the first half. Bo McCormack. What I like about this JV team, they can sub in 5 at any given time. Ibrahim, his shot is no good. Rebounded that time by Antonio Flakes. So now 12 seconds. Kennett can hold the ball for one shot. It will be Kennett basketball to begin the second half. They can play a 2-for-1. Good Euro step that time. Count it, and the bucket. As Ty Jones has a Euro step right there inside the paint. And he makes that 2-for-1 count. And that'll be a foul on the Mules. Their 5th team foul here in the quarter. And Bo McCormack with a foul. Ty Jones has a chance now for a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Good, taken by the Mules. So we have reached halftime. 32-13 the score. We're going to take a quick timeout. And we go with commercials now, Tim. Let's take a 2-minute timeout, and we're going to come right back, and we will have your first half stats. It is on the way next on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers is a third-generation family-owned jewelry and repair store who have served the Poplar Bluff community for over 60 years.
Our family has always worked hard to provide the finest jewelry creations and service imaginable.
Patriot Auto Glass offers chip repair or glass replacement. They provide fast quality service done by experienced technicians. Ask about our veteran and first responder discounts. Call Patriot Auto Glass today at 573-840-5027. And remember, Patriot Auto Glass will come to you.
Of your HVAC system, plus fewer repair bills with Air Solutions Comprehensive Maintenance Plan. You'll save money and get the peace of mind that only comes from calling Air Solutions. 785-1500.
Maverick Glass offers repair of automotive, commercial, and residential glass, including mobile repair services. From a chipped windshield to a custom glass shower, remember Maverick Glass. Thank you for making Maverick Glass the area's leading glass company for more than 30 years.
All right, so we are back here at halftime, and the Mules, they lead at 32-13. So glad to have you alongside, and thank you so much here for tuning in. And we know we had some video issues earlier in the broadcast. Once again, we apologize for that. Fingers crossed that Tim was able to fix all those issues. So let's talk about the first half here. The Mules were dominant from behind the arc. Mules outscoring Kennett 15-8 there in that first quarter, 17-5 in the second quarter, only allowing Kennett 13 points overall here in the ball game to this point. Kennett, meanwhile, they are shooting 5 out of 17 so far. They are shooting 29%. They are 2 out of 6 from behind the arc. Also, they are 1 out of 5 on the free throw line. 7 first half rebounds, 0 offensive rebounds. They've got 2 first half assists, also 2 steals, 6 turnovers, and only they've committed 1 foul so far in the ball game. They are led in scoring by Antonio Flakes. He's got 6 points so far in the ball game. 4 points by Ty Jones, 3 by Cade Anderson, and that is it. 3 players make up 13 points so far for the Indians. Looking over at the Mules, they are shooting 43% right now. They are 7 out of 15 from behind the arc at 47%. Just 1 out of 2 right now on the free throw line. 9 first half assists. They've got 21 rebounds so far to 7, literally plus 14 in the rebounding department. 8 offensive rebounds. They've got 5 turnovers, 3 steals, and 2 block shots. Over for the Mules right now, they are led in scoring by LaDon Webb. He's got 3 first half three-pointers. He's got 9 points so far in the ball game. From there, 7 each by J.R. Lathan, also 7 by Nikolai Combat. And then from there, you've got 5 points from Amari Graham. And then 2 points by Bo McCormack and by Sammy Durden. That is your scoring right now. By the way, Cade Bussey leading the way rebounding-wise. He has actually got 5 rebounds, as well as LaDon Webb, both having 5 rebounds so far here in the ball game. And then from there, J.R. Lathan, he's got 3 rebounds so far. Nikolai Combat, also Sammy Durden, and Elijah Ibrahim, all with 2 rebounds so far in the first half. And then Toby Duncan, he's got a rebound. Amari Graham and Bo McCormack, each with 1 rebound so far in this ball game. That is your first half stats. And the Mules right now with a comfortable lead, 32-13, as the Mules looking to get to 1 game above 500 in the JV side of things. By the way, let's look at the old schedule coming up for the Poplar Bluff Mules on the JV side. Big ball game coming up on Friday night. They will take on Cape Central. So let me pose the question to you fans watching right now. Now that we have everything fixed for the most part, knock on wood, you want to see Tim and I stream some more JV games following tonight. If you think so or want that to happen, let me know in the video chat. And let's see if I can persuade Tim that homecoming, we want to do the exact same thing coming up this time. We want to do it from home. My good buddy Andy Moore walking around behind me somewhere. Not sure what he's up to these days. All I know is he's got a whole bunch of drinks and I didn't get anything. That's all I know. 4:34 to go here before halftime. And the Mules right now leading it here over Kennett. Let's go to our last timeout here of the half. Coming up next, it'll be Kennett basketball. The Mules lead at 32-13. You're watching live coverage. It is JV action. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube. This is the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. We're back in 2 minutes.
Here's a quick and easy test to see if you need new tires. Insert a penny upside down, and if you see the top of Honest Abe's head, your tread is too low. If you don't, you're good to go. So when it's time for new tires, remember, Christian Automotive and Tire, keeping you safe on the road.
Imagine playing sports, reading, or driving without needing contact lenses or glasses. The eye LASIK procedure at Eye Care Specialists could be the answer to help you improve your vision. Call Eye Care Specialists to schedule a free screening.
Kevin's Auto and Tire is now a certified dealer for Bridgestone and Firestone tires. Kevin's Auto is also a full-service garage from brakes and oil changes to electrical and AC. Don't forget they also offer custom muffler work. It's Kevin's Auto and Tire, located on Cravens Road in Poplar Bluff.
This is Brenda Holmes with PB Realty Donovan Office. We are Ripley County's leader in every category of real estate. We can help you with residential, farm and land, river cabins, and commercial properties. Call us at 996-5153 or stop by our office at 304 East Highway Street between Quick Connection and North End Motel. Let's talk about how we can help you with all of your real estate needs. Or call me, Brenda Holmes, at 573-707-0741.
All right, so we are back here. 2 minutes to go before we get back to live action. The Mules leading it here 32-13 in this junior varsity contest. And a big shout out to Perry Jones here in Kennett. I believe Perry saved the day for our broadcast, and we appreciate Perry Jones more than he'll ever know. He's been always good to us every time we come down here. The only thing we want out of Perry is we need a Mules win 2 times here tonight. Then we'll be all right. No, I'm kidding. Does a great job for Kennett. By the way, coming up Friday night, it is homecoming for the Mules. Poplar Bluff will take on Cape Central rather. And then on the 30th, they will take on New Madrid County Central. Coming up on February 2nd, we'll be over in Sykeston for that game. And then on February 9th, we're at Notre Dame. On February 13th, we've got Dexter. The 15th, it is Charleston senior night. And then on the 19th, it is Jackson, and we'll have Central Park Hills on the 22nd to round out our season. And you know what, Tim? You're outvoted. We're going to carry the rest of the JV schedule. It appears we will cover the rest of the JV schedule the rest of the way. So that's some good news. So now we got that out of the way. We know we're going to be here for the whole rest of the season, and I'm happy to do it. So glad to be a part of this. First JV game that we got a chance to live stream. Mike Deal is tuning in from Tri-Cities, Washington. How's the weather out your direction, my friend? Looks like it'll be the same starting five to begin this second half here for the Kennett Indians. It'll be on the floor for Kennett: Ty Jones, Cade Anderson, Zane Franklin, Gabe Checkett, and Antonio Flakes. Nikolai Combat, also Miles Johnson out there, LaDon Webb, Cade Bussey out there for the Mules, and Sammy Durden. We are underway. They switch sides, and the Indians now going to go from left to right on your TV screen. Flakes, he's got 6 points. He leads the way for the Indians. Ty Jones now working it down the middle, tries to go outside with it. He'll get it right back. Three-pointer by Jones. Off the mark, it's no good. Good offensive rebound by the Indians that time. Zane Franklin with a big rebound. And now this shot by Zane Franklin is no good. We're going to get a whistle here, and this one I believe is going to be a jump ball. Sammy Durden is going to come away. He'll get it on the change of possession. Mike Deal says a lot of snow, ice, freezing, fog. You know what, Mike? We just had some big-time, well, not big-time snow, but some big-time cold, and now we have the fog to deal with as well. There's a big steal by Franklin. He goes up. It's no good. Big rebound by Sammy Durden. And here comes the Mules on the other side. Nikolai Combat now kicks it outside. LaDon Webb for three. It's money. He's got 12 points in the ball game. Percent right now. And now on the other end, Antonio Flakes here. Shot is no good. Gets his own missed shot. And a rebound by LaDon Webb. Here we go. Sammy Durden goes up. He scores his second bucket of the ball game. 37-13 now the score. 5:19 to go here in the third quarter. 37-13 now. Good defensive stop by Nikolai Combat. Going to be a block from him as Ty Jones could not get the shot to go down. Sammy Durden now kicks it outside. LaDon Webb again for three. This one is no good. Somehow, though, Nikolai Combat comes around with the offensive rebound. Boy, the Mules are doing a phenomenal job offensive rebounding here tonight so far. They've got 9 offensive rebounds, and Sammy Durden, he's got 6 points. He goes inside, knocks it down. 39-13 the score. We get a whistle and a foul coming up. It'll be on the Mules, Nikolai Combat. It'll be his first. And we're going to see coming in the ballgame, Toby Duncan going to come in for the Mules. And we'll see who he will check in for. I believe Sammy Durden coming out. He's got 6 points, 5 rebounds in the contest. Also coming in the ballgame, J.R. Lathan, 7 points, 3 rebounds, going to come in for Nikolai Combat. He's got 7 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists so far. 4:43 to go. Here in the third quarter, Anderson now kicks it over to Franklin. Back over to Anderson now. Boy, the Mules having a phenomenal night so far. Open shot that time by Checkett is no good. And here come the Mules. LaDon Webb over to Duncan. Kicks it out to Miles Johnson. His shot is no good. A little bit short that time. Good rebound by Zane Franklin. And the Mules unable to cash in. They'll get it right back are the Indians. 39-13 the score. Mules so far in the ballgame shooting 45%. Kennett shooting 22%. Looks like Kennett will sub in 3 players on the next stoppage of play. Kennett will have coming in the ballgame. Three-pointer by Antonio Flakes is no good. Rebounded by Toby Duncan. Kennett's going to have coming in Cash Franklin, also Braxton Bullock and Cohen Hempfling. Good move as Cade Bussey's shot is no good. Rebounded that time by Ty Jones, and here come the Indians. So now Ty Jones works it over to Antonio Flakes. Flakes now. Good job defensively by the Mules, by J.R. Lathan, Miles Johnson. Little double team there. Good job as Franklin going to go inside. We're going to get a whistle and a foul coming up on J.R. Lathan, I believe, and that'll be his third. Should be a 2-shot foul coming up for Zane Franklin. Christina, we apologize. I'm not sure if it might be us. I'm not sure if we're still freezing up. I don't think, no, Tim says he don't think it's us. Franklin, his shot is off the mark. It's no good. So the Mules are going to sub in quite a few new players as well. Kennett, meanwhile, Franklin stays in the ball game. Also coming in the ball, Antonio Flakes stays in. Cash Franklin checking in the ball game. Also Braxton Bullock and Cohen Hempfling. Second one is up. It is no good by Franklin as well. And the Mules now quickly down the floor as Nikolai Combat. J.R. Lathan stays in the ball game. Elijah Ibrahim checks in. Toby Duncan shot a little bit short that time. It's going to go out of bounds and last touched, I believe, by the Indians. So now Braxton Bullock is going to check in now. So now Zane Franklin going to come out. So now Nikolai Combat for three. It's no good. And the rebound by Amari Graham. Duncan that time with a long three-pointer, his first of the contest. 42-13 the score now. Three-pointer by Franklin, you betcha. Cash Franklin in the corner knocks it down. 42-16, 2:43 to go. Coming up next, it'll be the varsity turn. We will introduce our radio crowd coming up as well. Three-pointer by Nikolai Combat. He's got 10 points in this contest. Good assist by Toby Duncan a moment ago. Poplar Bluff so far in the ballgame, they've got 13 assists in this ballgame. Kennett, by the way, they've only got 3. Believe it's going to be a foul on Elijah Ibrahim. It'll be his first, team foul number 3. Antonio Flakes, 6 points, all 6 in the first half. He is 1 out of 2 so far tonight on the free throw line. Hits the front end, it's no good. 45-16 the score in the third, 2:21 to play. And Flakes now will get one more free throw. Pretty big crowd here on the Mule side as they are here in full force cheering on the Mules JV. 2:17 to go here in the third quarter. J.R. Lathan, unbalanced shot from the wing. You betcha, 47-17 the score. That was a nice shot that time, and we're going to get a whistle here coming in against the Mules. J.R. Lathan, I believe. It'll be number 4 on him. We're going to see Miles Johnson, Aiden Jackson coming in. Elijah Ibrahim checking out, as well as Nikolai Combat. So now Kennett going to inbound the ball. 2-minute warning here in the third quarter of play. It's a foggy Tuesday night here in Southeast Missouri in the Boot Hill. Tim and I may end up and spend the night. You never know. Good job that time by Miles Johnson. Takes it away from Ty Jones. 2-on-1 break, and the Mules unable to capitalize. Going to be a turnover there between Miles Johnson and J.R. Lathan. 1:45 to go here in the third quarter of play. We will be introducing our radio crowd coming up in the fourth quarter of play. We'll do that. We'll try to wait to the last 2 minutes here of the ball game to do that. Ty Jones picked up by J.R. Lathan. Lathan with 9 points in the ball game so far. Hempfling tries to go inside. Mules not letting it happen. Defensive stop by the Mules. Three-pointer, my goodness, hit it from the wing. as Braxton Bullock is able to knock it down. 47-20 now. Sammy Durden going to check in. Aiden Jackson going to go inside. Off-balance shot. He's able to knock it down. His first bucket of the ball game so far. It is now 49-20. If the Mules can score another point here before the quarter ends and don't give up any points on the other end, it'll be a running clock. Well, stop that theory for just a moment as Braxton Bullock again, he is able to get another bucket, 49-22. It's going to be a turnover on the Mules, Amari Graham. And for the Mules, we're going to see Bo McCormack in the ball game. J.R. Lathan checks out. Sammy Durden comes in. Also checking out is going to be Amari Graham for the Mules. 30 seconds and counting. LaDon Webb also back in the ball game for the Mules. He's got 12. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate that. All right, Christina, let me know if it starts back up again. Three-pointer again. This one off the mark. Sammy Durden goes in for the rebound. Mules lead 49-22. 5 seconds. LaDon Webb near the free throw, near the half-court line, rather. This one hits the front end. No good. Boy, he's got the range, no doubt. At the end of three, Mules lead 49-22. We're back in 1 minute on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Caring for those you love also means taking good care of yourself. At Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, our healthcare providers take the time to identify your health risks and help you prioritize good health. Regular checkups and age-appropriate screenings are important to be healthy now and stay well in the future. With same or next day appointments and online scheduling, we make it easy to make an appointment right now. You can even see us from the comfort of your own home via telehealth. Put your health first today by making an appointment by visiting pbrmc.com and searching online scheduling.
You're in the zone with Baldwin Toyota. Today's spotlight is the 2024 Toyota Tundra. This truck is a powerhouse with its available I-Force Max engine.
That's right. It's built like a champion from the ground up. Its powertrain, frame, and system.
To Baldwin Toyota and experience the power of the 2024 Toyota Tundra for your
final quarter here of the JV contest. And right now the Mules have a commanding lead of 49-22. And we're going to get a turnover off the bat there by Antonio Flakes. He's got 7 points. Shelly Stacy is tuning in. Glad to have you alongside. 6:49 to go here in the ball game. Mules right now with a lead. Sammy Durden for three. This one is off the mark. Another offensive rebound by the Mules. Good job by McCormack. Unable to get the shot to go down. Hey, Kevin, appreciate that, my friend. He is tuning in from Woodstock, Georgia. Tell me where that is, Kevin. I have no idea where that would be at. Not without looking at the map. Going to get a whistle here and a foul coming up against the Mules. It's going to be on Sammy Durden, going to be his first personal foul. At the free throw line, Antonio Flakes, he's got 7 points in the ball game so far. Make it number 8, 49-23 the score. Coming up in just a moment, we will be introducing our radio crowd. Second free throw is up, and it is good as well. And we're going to see coming in the ballgame, Cade Anderson. He'll come in for Antonio Flakes, who just knocks down 2 free throws. 6:17 to go here in the ballgame. Metro Atlanta just north of there. Awesome, thank you so much, sir. Duncan misses the shot. Ty Jones now with the rebound. Franklin again, three-pointer. This one is no good. We were told that he is a natural shooter. He can hit those jumpers from the wing, and he can hit them from top of the key. Durden's shot is no good. Another offensive rebound by Toby Duncan. Good job by McCormack, goes inside. Aiden Jackson cleans it up. Aiden Jackson with 4 points in the ball game. Good job by Bo McCormack, and a better job. Oh, Kevin's an announcer. Austin reverse layup. You betcha. He's got 8 points here in the contest. Called a 30-second timeout called by the Kennett Indians. Hard to believe that this will be the first timeout called by either team in this ball game. It is a 30-second timeout with 5 minutes to go here in the contest. Mules lead at 53-24. It is a 30-second timeout. Correction, that'll be Kennett's second timeout. And the Mules so far shooting 44%. They have knocked down 10 three-pointers in the contest. They are 10 out of 25. It's about the rebounds right now. 36 rebounds to 13. 36 to 13 in the rebound category. Oh, by the way, the Mules, they've got 13 offensive rebounds. Pretty impressive. Cade Bussey back in for the Mules. Will Sherrill will check in for the first time. Toby Duncan stays in. Elijah Ibrahim in the ball game. And Bo McCormack as well. Antonio Flakes is back in the ball game, as is Cohen Hemfling. Cade Anderson, Ty Jones out there, and Zane Franklin. Possession arrow does favor the Kennett Indians as we are back to live action. Ty Jones now gets it. He'll cross half court. Mules now setting up in a 2-3 zone. McCormack on Jones. Good job there by the Mules. Nearly had a steal. Ty Jones going to go baseline. And now back over to Zane Franklin. Franklin kicks it outside. Antonio Flakes picked up by Ibrahim. Good job there by the Mules. Nearly had a steal. So now Will Sherrill, top of the key, picked up on Hemfling. And now going down the lane, a big block that time. On the other end, we get a whistle and a foul. Great job by Ibrahim. We're going to get 2 free throws coming up. Kind of grabs his lower back. Going to walk it off here. Looks like he'll be okay. Smiles out there, having some fun. Foul on Cohen Hemfling, going to be his first personal. Ibrahim, Elijah Ibrahim, is going to go to the free throw line. Kind of grabbing that lower back a little bit. Now the officials are going to come in. He tried to laugh it off. He may have to come out. Boy, he was hustling down. Inadvertent contact on the layup attempt. And instead of Ibrahim taking the free throws, he'll come out of the ball game for right now. Miles Johnson is going to come in. We'll watch Ibrahim to see if he is okay. Miles Johnson will take the free throws. First one is on the way. Grazes the front end. It's up here for Miles Johnson. Ibrahim down there by Dave McCormack. We'll watch that carefully. It is now a 30-point game again. Mules lead at 54-24, and their 4-minute mark. Good shot that time by the Indians. Hemfling misses. Franklin got the offensive rebound. Tells Johnson, works it over. Three-pointer is up, and it's good by Bo McCormack. We're trading threes now. And we're going to get a travel call. Miles Johnson on the other end. Bullock takes a seat. And Ty Jones is back in. Shot is no good. So now the Mules working, or I should say defensively working it around. Under 3 minutes now to go here in the ball game. Good move, good job there as we get a foul by Bo McCormack. Aiden Jackson going to check in here in just a moment. Going to be a foul on the Mules. For Cohen Hemfling. First one is up. It is no good. Now we're going to see for the Mules, Aiden Jackson coming in. Toby Duncan taking a seat. Mules lead at 57-27 now. 2:06 to go here in the ball game. Second one is up, and it is good. So now Sherrill throws it inside. Cade Bussey goes up. Nice move by Cade Bussey. His first bucket of the contest. Now the Mules lead at 59-28. All right, we're going to be introducing our radio broadcast coming up here in just a moment. Hempfling misses the three-pointer. Three-pointer on the way. This one is no good by Amari Graham. It's Amari Graham on the other side. Gabe Checkett will come in for Antonio Flakes. He's got 9 points. Under a minute to go here in the contest. So stand by as we welcome in our radio audience in about 27 seconds. Ty Jones' shot is no good. Rebound that time by McCormack. And good evening, welcome now to Kennett, Missouri. We are under 30 seconds away here in the JV game. It is all Poplar Bluff as the Mules are going to come away with a big win here tonight. They lead 59-28, three-pointer that time by Cade Anderson. It is now 59-31 the score. So 10 seconds left here in the ball game. Will Sherrill from behind the arc, it's no good. And here comes the Indians. They may slow it down. That's going to be it. Ty Jones, final shot attempt, hits the front end, and the JV Mules end up with a big win tonight, 59-31. We thank you again for tuning in as we are here live. We just wrapped up the JV game, and now we're going to pause and get ready for the varsity game. And they've already hit that clock, too. They're not going to give much time to warm up. That 15-minute clock has already started. I will tell you probably the reason why that is we are expecting a lengthy halftime show coming up in the varsity game. They're going to have a some kind of cheerleading deal going on. We were told this here this morning, and it looks like we were told that halftime may end up and be around 25 minutes here in this contest. So that's probably why they went ahead and hit that clock and went ahead and let it go. Just didn't even really put 15 minutes on. The varsity now is starting to come out. And we will quickly transition here from the JV side to the varsity. Before we do, the Mules were led in scoring JV-wise. Big game by LaDon Webb. He had 12 points, 8 rebounds, 9 by J.R. Lathan, also 3 rebounds. 8 points by Sammy Durden, 6 rebounds. And then from there, 5 points also by Bo McCormack and by Amari Graham. 10, by the way, by Nikolai Combat. He would add up with 4 rebounds and 2 assists. 4 points by Aiden Jackson, 3 by Toby Duncan, 2 points by Cade Bussey, and 1 by Miles Johnson. That is your shooters here for the Mules as they get the win. Final score 59-31. All right, we're going to get ready to interview Coach Will Durden. We'll let him get everything mic'd up here. And when we get ready for his interview, we'll go right to him. All right, Coach Durden, boy, that was a lot of fun doing the JV game. The question is, can you guys duplicate from behind the three-point arc here tonight?
I don't know about that.
They hit a lot of threes, let me tell you.
I hope we duplicate the energy level that they put out. I mean, I thought the kids played hard. I mean, we had a big, long break for the JV. I don't think they played since the 19th of December.
19th, you're right.
You know, a lot of those guys have been practicing hard, and I thought they played well tonight.
Let's talk about your team because you guys have not played since January 6th, another lengthy layoff. So are you guys concerned possibly about maybe any rust early on?
I mean, there's always some concern with some rust and stuff. I mean, we had a little weather there, and you know, trying to get the practice and get some time in during that is, you know, it's hit or miss, and you always worry about kids' safety and stuff like that. But you know, the kids played well. I think in that Joplin tournament, and I think we had some good practices afterwards. And you know, it's the first time we had a little break, and the kids got, you know, we had a lot of kids that were sick. So you know, it was a blessing for us, and hopefully it'll make us better.
The only question I have, can we turn the music up a little bit louder? I can't hear.
Yeah, man, it's pretty loud.
It's pretty loud for sure. And, all joking aside, I know that we're going to have a lengthy halftime coming up possibly. So does that factor into the way you may coach here in the first half, knowing that instead of being 5 or 10 minutes, it might end up and be maybe 25 or 30 minutes?
No, it doesn't factor in the way you're coaching. It just factor in how you keep warm back in there in that locker room. It's pretty cold back there.
Pretty cold indeed. And let's talk about here in your mind to beat Kennett and get to our 11th win on the season. Oh, by the way, tonight it is our first conference game of the season. To beat Kennett and go to 1-0 in the conference, your team must do what?
We're going to have to get back on defense and, rebound well.
All right, Coach. Best of luck to you. We'll see you guys afterwards. Go get them.
All right, thanks.
You betcha. Coach Will Durnan joining us live. We're going to go to a quick break. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout. Come right back live on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Caring for those you love also means taking good care of yourself. At Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, our healthcare providers take the time to identify your health risks and help you prioritize good health. Regular checkups and age-appropriate screenings are important to be healthy now and stay well in the future. With same or next day appointments and online scheduling, we make it easy to make an appointment right now. Online scheduling.
You're in the zone with Baldwin Toyota. Today's spotlight is the 2024 Toyota Tundra. This truck is a powerhouse with its available I-Force Max engine.
That's right. It's built like a champion from the ground up. Its powertrain, frame, and suspension work together, providing an available max towing capacity of up to 12,000 pounds. With Tundra, you can haul with confidence.
Head to Baldwin Toyota and experience the power of the 2024 Toyota Tundra for yourself. And now back to Mules action.
This is Brenda Holmes with PB Realty Donovan Office. We are Ripley County's leader in every category of real estate. We can help you with residential, farm and land, river cabins, and commercial properties. Call us at 996-5153 or stop by our office at 304 East Highway Street between Quick Connection and North End Motel. Let's talk about how we can help you with all of your real estate needs. Or call me, Brenda Holmes, at 573-707-0741.
Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers is a third-generation family-owned jewelry and repair store who have served the Poplar Bluff community for over 60 years.
Our family has always worked hard to provide the finest jewelry creations and service imaginable.
All right, so we are back here as we get ready for the tip-off of the varsity game coming up here tonight. Congratulations to the JV side. They got a big win here today. And we're going to get to our starting lineups coming up here in just a moment. Poplar Bluff coming in. They are 10-7 on the season so far. Poplar Bluff looking to get a big win here today and get to win number 11. But more importantly, looking to get that first conference win of the season. And we'll see if the Mules are able to come away with a conference win here tonight. And thank you so much for those who tuned in for the last game on the JV side. Man, we had a blast. I know we had some issues with our internet streaming earlier on, but down here where we are in the boot heel, for whatever reason, all of our carriers decided to kind of crap out on us, and we couldn't get it to go, but Tim worked tirelessly to make sure that we were able to get things going, and that's where we are right now. We are about 6 minutes away until we tip off here our varsity game between the Mules as well as the Indians here out of Kennett. And when we come, we're going to take our final timeout here of the ball game, or I should say of the halftime. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back live on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Patriot Auto Glass offers chip repair or glass replacement. They provide fast quality service done by experienced technicians. Ask about our veteran and first responder discounts. Call Patriot Auto Glass today at 573-840-5027. And remember, Patriot Auto Glass will come to you.
Breathe easier and extend the life of your HVAC system, plus fewer repair bills with Air Solutions Comprehensive Maintenance Plan. You'll save money and get the peace of mind that only comes from calling Air Solutions. 785-1500.
Maverick Glass offers repair of automotive, commercial, and residential glass, including mobile repair services. From a chip windshield to a custom glass shower, remember Maverick Glass. Thank you for making Maverick Glass the area's leading glass company for more than 30 years.
Here's a quick and easy test to see if you need new tires. Insert a penny upside down, and if you see the top of Honest Abe's head, your tread is too low. If you don't, you're good to go. So when it's time for new tires, remember Christian Automotive and Tire, keeping you safe on the road.
All right, so we are 3 minutes away until we tip it off, and let's go ahead now and talk about our starting lineups here real fast. Let's begin with the Kennett Indians. They are coming into the ball game. They are 4-9 overall. Their last district championship, by the way. You've got to go all the way back to 2009-2010. Offensively averaging 51 points on offense, giving up 59. At Kennett, by the way, they have lost they've lost 5 in a row. They're going to be starting here today. Number 2, Ashton Dismukes, a 6'1 sophomore. Also going to get the start. Number 3, Dyson Watson, a 6-foot junior. Also going to get the start here today. Number 21, Hunter Kirk, a 6'2 senior. Number 24, Caden Taylor, 6-foot senior. And number 25, Deshaun Wilson, a 5'10 senior. Actually, he is a junior, rather. Looking over at the Mules side, by the way, they're being coached by Fred Garman, his first season as the head basketball coach, with a record of 4-9. The Mules coming in at 10-7 overall. This will be their first conference game of the season. They're being coached by Will Durden in his 12th season, a record of 176 to 123. His coaches are Aaron Duncan and Dave McCormack. The Mules coming in averaging 62 points on offense, defensively giving up 61. By the way, the last time the Mules won their districts was back in 2020 and 2021. The Mules are the away team. Here's who we believe will be the starters. Number 1, Isaiah Neville, a 6'2 senior. Number 2, Darius Graham, 6' senior. Also number 13, Preston Moore, a 6'4 senior. Number 24, Marlon Hickman Roberson. He is a 6'1 senior. And number 30, Brendan Durden, a 6'1 junior. By the way, Neville this year averaging about 5 points a ball game. Darius Graham around 12 points a ball game. Preston Moore is averaging 13 points a ball game. Roberson about 11, and Brendan Durden is averaging about 10 points per ball game. All right, so there you go. That is a starting lineup here for both teams, and coming up, we will have the national anthem coming your way. Also, we will have the official lineups, and we will have tip-off as well. Let's go down courtside, and let's have our national anthem, and then we'll come back with the official lineups, and then we will have the tip-off between the Mules and the Kennett Indians. right, so there you go. There is our national anthem here tonight. So we are one step closer to getting this game underway.
Conference matchup between the visiting Mules from Poplar Bluff.
All right.
Your Kennett Indians.
So here we go. Let's go down courtside. We'll go ahead and give them to you ourselves.
Number 1,
Isaiah Neville here tonight, going to get that start for the Mules. Darius Graham for Poplar Bluff.
Number 13,
Preston Moore, a senior for Poplar Bluff. Number 24, Marlon Hickman-Roberson. And Brendan Durden going to get that 5th starter here tonight. And now usually the lights dim, maybe not so much here tonight. Let's go down once again. Here are the starters for the Kennett Indians.
For your Kennett Indians.
Big game here for the Mules and the Indians. Ashton Dismukes.
Number 3, Dyson.
Number 3, Dyson Watson, a 6-foot junior.
Number 21.
Hunter Kirk, number 21. He is a 6'2" senior guard.
Number 22, Chris Jefferson.
Oh, they switched on me. Number 22
number 25,
instead of number 24.
Wilson.
So Chris Jefferson is going to get the start.
He is coached by Coach Fred Garman, Jack Walls, Kevin McKay, and John Patton.
So there you go. Those are the starters here. And now we are ready for the tip-off here tonight. Thank you again for tuning in. Let us know where you're watching on this foggy Tuesday night. It'll be Isaiah Neville, Hunter Kirk. Tim Hicks is on the camera. I'm Frankie Castillo. We are live in Kennett. And it is now time for the Mules to reign supreme here over the Indians. And it's going to be batted right back to the Kennett Indians. They're going to be wearing their home white jerseys with a go trim, go numbering. They're going from right to left. The Mules are the away team wearing their maroon jerseys with the white trim, the white numbering. We're going to get, as the ball goes off the rim there, it's going to go out of bounds as Dyson Watson unable to get the shot to go. However, it will go right back to the Kennett Indians. The inbound to Chris Jefferson. Jefferson, good screen, long three-pointer is off the mark, it's no good. And we get a whistle, and it's going to go out of bounds as Deshaun Wilson could not get that shot to go. Mules will now take over, and we'll see where the Mules are here on their first possession. Here comes Brendan Durden, 7:37 now to play first quarter. Roberson over to Isaiah Neville. Neville bounce pass inside to Preston Moore. Moore, good spin move on Kirk. Goes to the rim, and they're going to call a turnover on Preston Moore. And the Mules will turn it right back over to the Kennett Indians. First turnover of the ball game for either team. Durden takes it right back. Three-pointer is no good. Good offensive rebound by Isaiah Neville. And Preston Moore goes down the lane. It's no good. Another offensive rebound by Darius Graham. This time his shot is inside the paint, and the Mules lead it 2-0. Lee Wallace is tuning in from Evansville, Indiana. And a whistle and a foul coming in. I believe Preston Moore is going to be called for the personal foul. How's the weather out your direction, Mr. Wallace? I will tell you, a lot of fog around here. Free throws coming up here for the Kennett Indians. First one is no good by Ashton Dismukes. So the Indians have lost 5 in a row coming in the ball game. They played a tough schedule, no doubt, in their last 5 ball games. 1 out of 2. Grace Brooks, glad to have you alongside. Been a long time, Miss Brooks. Glad to see that you're doing just fine. Darius Graham going inside. Good defensive pressure here by the Indians. Durden now with it. Inbound, or I should say a lob pass to Preston Moore, going to be taken away by Wilson. Turnover by the Mules, and now Watson. Long pass over to Jefferson. Back out to Wilson. Wilson now going to hand it off to Ashton Dismukes. And then right back to Wilson there in the corner. Good ball movement here early by the Indians. Boy, this place is packed here right now. All waiting for a big performance coming up at halftime. Oh, that shot is in and out by Dyson. No good. Graham on the rebound. Boy, Graham is so quick. Going inside, it nearly lost it. Able to maintain his dribble somehow. Preston Moore for three. It's money. Nothing but net. Three-pointer downtown. Mules now lead at 5-1. So Dyson Watson crosses half court. He'll hand it off to Dismukes. Dismukes now with that right hand. Goes back to his left. Pull-up jumper is no good. Darius Graham tries to go for the rebound. It's going to go out of bounds. And last touch by Graham. So Kennett will end up with the ball. Oh, that's right, Grace. I forgot. Kennett, your alma mater. Good steal there by Roberson on the inbound. Here comes Preston Moore with the right hand finish. You betcha. And just like that, it is a 7-1 ball game. Timeout called. It'll be a 30-second timeout called by the Kennett Indians. And let's stay here this time. Our ball game is being brought to you by First Midwest Bank, Kevin's Auto Repair, also being brought to you by PB Realty Legacy Farm and Land Specialist, Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, Russians Towing, also being brought to you by Baldwin Toyota First Choice Insurance, Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, Patriot Auto Glass, and Christian Automotive and Tire. That's right, Grace. Yep. Forgot. The Mules are your alma mater. I read your comment wrong. My apologies there. Sarah Cook is tuning in. Glad to see you're with us here tonight, Sarah, on a foggy Tuesday night. Boy, the Mules defensive pressure right now. Already 5 points by Preston Moore early. A three-pointer and then that easy bucket there in transition a moment ago. Long three-pointer. That one is no good. Good offensive rebound by Dismukes, and Preston Moore with a big rebound. Here come the Mules now. Roberson gets a little bit of space. Turnaround jumper. You betcha. Nice move by Roberson inside the paint there. 9-1. Mules now lead by 8. Once again, Wilson thought about taking a three-pointer. Backs away from it. Dismukes now kicks it over to Jefferson. And now Watson nearly had it taken away. Boy, the Mules defense right now doing a phenomenal job pressure-wise. Jefferson that time gets the friendly roll. It is 9-3. Thank you, Grace. I appreciate you as well. Dallas Williams going to check in momentarily. Darius Graham with it. Long pass over to Preston Moore from behind the arc. It's no good. Ball being batted around. Great job there by Kirk. And it's going to be, I believe, a jump ball. It's going to stay with the Mules. And we're going to see Graham taking a seat now for the Mules. Checking in for Poplar Bluff is going to be Dallas Williams, his first time in this ball game. Isaiah Neville gets the inbound. Caden Taylor does a check in for the Indians. Durden for three, money. Big time three-pointer for that young man. He's got his first bucket. The Mules now lead at 12-3. Ashton Williams checks in for the first time here in the ball game. Good job inside, you betcha, as Ashton Williams is able to get it off the glass and score. 12-5 now. Miss Campbell says, let's go Dallas. Boy, he's a fun player to watch, Miss Campbell. Three-pointer is no good by Isaiah Neville. Rebounded that time by the Indians. Here comes Deshaun Wilson. Wilson now tries to go down the lane, gets it back to Jefferson. Nice running play that time by Caden Taylor. It's now 12-7, and we're going to get a timeout called by the Mules. It is a 30-second timeout. Let's step away this time. It is a Baldwin Toyota timeout. We're back in 30 seconds on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
You're in the zone with Baldwin Toyota. Today's spotlight is the 2024 Toyota Tundra. This truck is a powerhouse with its available I-Force Max engine.
That's right. It's built like a champion from the ground up. Its powertrain, frame, and suspension work together, providing an available max towing capacity of up to 12,000 pounds. With Tundra, you can haul with confidence.
Head to Baldwin Toyota and experience the power of the 2024 Toyota Tundra for yourself. And now back to Mules action.
3:32 to go here in the first quarter of play. 12-6 now is your score. 12-7 now the score. Mules out in front. The Indians shooting 3 out of 9 so far, 33%. The Mules, though, 5 out of 9, 59% here in the first half so far. Darius Graham inside the paint, you betcha. Nice move by Darius Graham. A better assist by Dallas Williams. And the Mules have doubled up the Indians. They lead 14-7. Durden goes for a steal, nearly had it. I think he does. Yes, he does. Darius Graham could not get the shot to go down. Kind of mishandled that one just a little bit. Kind of rushed the shot. Didn't mean to. Christy Todd says, let's go Preston Moore. Miss Chappell says, let's go Mules. 2:40 to go here in the first quarter rather. Darius Graham doing a great job defensively. Mules all over the Indians right now. Look at Preston Moore with a big steal that time. Dallas Williams, he'll kick it outside to Brendan Durden. Pull-up jumper from the wing, it's no good. And the rebound going to be taken by Dyson Watson. So now Caden Taylor goes inside. His shot is no good. Rebounded by Dallas Williams. He'll slow it down just a little bit here. 2:10 to go in the first quarter. Preston Moore now with it. Near the base, near the out-of-bounds line there on the far side. Gets it back to Roberson. Roberson now gets a little bit of space, and he'll go up top, and he'll draw the contact. And it's going to be an offensive foul, I believe, coming up on the Mules. Yes, it is. Going to get a whistle here, and we're going to see Jay Edmondson coming in for Brendan Durden. Deshaun Wilson taking a seat. Ashton Dismukes is coming back in. Also, Hunter Kirk will step in as well. 2 minutes now. And we're going to get a steal right there by Jay Edmondson. Edmondson's shot is no good. Good offensive rebound by the Mules. Dallas Williams' shot is no good. Another offensive rebound by Darius Graham. Graham, a long pass to Preston Moore. Moore now going to slip and hand it off to Dallas Williams. You betcha. Off balance and everything, and the Mules is still able to knock it down. Three-pointer coming up. This one is no good by Ashton Williams. Roberson got the rebound. Preston Moore goes up and scores. He's got 7 already here in the first half. Counted and the bucket. It'll be a foul on Dyson Watson. And we're going to see Cameron Settle coming in the ballgame now for Darius Graham. It'll be a foul on Dyson Watson, his first. So now Preston Moore on the free throw line. It is up, it's no good. And the rebound going to be taken by Ashton Dismukes. Three-pointer, this one is no good by Taylor. Rebounded by Jay Edmondson. Here we go, Mules. Edmondson now going to power his way in, knocks it down. And the Mules now lead at 20-7. Nice move by Jay Edmondson, a junior for this team. Also plays quarterback for the Mules, a dual sport player. Settle, what a big takeaway that time. Takes it away from Dismukes. Settle is going to be pushed, and no, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds on his own. And we'll see Brendan Durden back in the ballgame for Roberson. Also, Preston Moore will take a seat as well. Going to get a whistle here and a foul coming up. This one is going to be on the Mules. So free throw coming up here for Taylor. He makes the first one. It is 20-8 now, the score. Kelly Edmondson says, let's go Mules. Denny Bratcher says, let's get it done, Poplar Bluff. Tell you what, Denny, Mules baseball season right around the corner. It'll be here before you know it. 20-9, the score. 8 seconds and counting. Brendan Durden with the right hand. Offensive foul is going to be called for Mr. Durden. 4.8 seconds left to go here in the first quarter of play. And back in Dyson Watson for the Kennett Indians. So Hunter Kirk now will have to come out. He had to hustle too. 3 seconds and minute. So Durden, that's his second personal foul as time was about to expire. By the way, coming up on March 9th, the big cornhole tournament. Proceeds are going to go benefit the Poplar Bluff High School Mules baseball team. It's going on the KC Hall at 2280 North Grand in Poplar Bluff. We'll have much more on that coming up as we dive in this ball game. It was a 3, number 10 that checked in for Poplar Bluff a moment ago was Jaquan McIntosh. 20-12 is the score as this quarter comes to an end. So we'll come back in about 30 seconds. 20-12 the score on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Kevin's Auto and Tire is now a certified dealer for Bridgestone and Firestone tires. It's Kevin's Auto and Tire, located on Cravens Road in Poplar Bluff.
Imagine playing sports, reading, or driving without needing contact lenses or glasses. The eye LASIK procedure at eye care specialists could be the answer to help.
So I appreciate Lori Bussey out there. She's always wanted to have a number 10 on our roster, but she's always taking good care of us. We appreciate that for reaching out to Preston's mom to find out who that gentleman was. I'm not afraid to say it. If I don't know something, I'll tell you. I'm not afraid to ask for help. I want to make sure we get these boys in basketball to begin this quarter. They've got the momentum right now, just shooting 3 free throws a moment ago, knocking them all down, and they made all of them. So now the Kennett Indians once again. Anderson checks back in for the Mules, by the way. So now three-pointer coming your way. Boom, this one by Wilson. Saw that one. All of a sudden, it is now a 3-point game, or make that 5-point game. So now Darius Graham with it. Will get it inside to Isaiah Neville. Neville goes up, no good on the shot. Another offensive rebound, and we're going to get a whistle here and a foul coming up. So now a free throw coming up here for Isaiah Neville. So Neville knocking down the first free throw, his first point of the ball game. Jay Edmondson going to check in momentarily. He knocks them both down. 22-15 the score. And Durden takes his seat. Jay Edmondson is back in the ball game now. 7:15 to go here before halftime. Now the Mules working it around. Poplar Bluff now trying to defensively step up here. Good job by Jay Edmondson. That's one way to do it, my friend. Edmondson takes it away from Watson. Edmondson going to go down the lane. Could not get that shot to go down. Another offensive rebound by Isaiah Neville, and he's got his 4th point of the first half. Nice move indeed by the Mules that time. Going to get a whistle here, and it's going to go out of bounds. The last touch by the Indians. And Poplar Bluff will get it right back. Preston Moore now in the corner, going to hand it off to Roberson. Roberson pull-up jumper is good. He's got 4 points. .609 to go here in the first half. Oh, what a good move inside. A big block that time by Darius Graham. As Dismukes a rocket pass, he could not finish. And Isaiah Neville, he's got 6 here in the quarter. Wow, what a move by Isaiah Neville. That was a nice no-look pass there by Roberson a moment ago. We're going to get a whistle here and maybe a timeout. It's going to be a timeout called by the Indians. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Let's step away for 30 seconds. It is a Baldwin Toyota timeout on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. All right, so here we go. Following that timeout here, Kennett, by the way, with 2 timeouts remaining in the ball game. Packed out house here in Kennett. Turnover there. Good job by Preston Moore that time. Miss White, you were in no shape or form late. Big bucket that time. That one by Isaiah Neville. He's got 8 points. Well, I tell you what, the Mules right now, 3-pointer coming up here. It is up and good. Dyson Watson, big 3-pointer that time. Emerson knocks it down. He's got 7. 4:49 to go here in the first half. There's a big steal by Isaiah Neville. Neville with the right hand, and he could not finish, but he will shoot some free throws. It's going to be a foul on Ashton Dismukes. (33-18) the score. Free throw is up and it's good by Isaiah Neville. And for the Mules, we're going to have a couple of substitutions here. Cameron Settle back in the ball game, as is Dallas Williams. Second one is up. Neville misses that shot. Rebounded by Caden Taylor that time. Shot is up and no good. Another offensive rebound that time by Williams. And this one's going to go out of bounds and right back to the Mules. (34-18) the score now. Dallas Williams, he'll take a shot. Long 2-pointer. They're saying foot on the line at 36-18 the score. Heather Young says, let's go Isaiah. Boy, he has went off here in this first half. He's got 9 points. Big shot that time by Chris Jefferson. He's got 4 points now here in the ball game. Good job by Neville. Misses his own shot, but got his own rebound. He's got 11 now here in the ball game. Boy, just like in the JV game, the Mules right now owning the boards. 8 offensive rebounds. 14-7, the Mules have out-rebounded +7 here in the first half. Dyson Watson, 3 points here in the ball game so far. 3:18 to go in the first half. Mules with an 18-point lead. We get a whistle and a foul coming up. This one's going to be on Roberson, I believe. And that'll be his first. By the way, our broadcast here tonight being brought to you by Eye Care Specialist, Larry Hillis Dodge, Air Solutions, Edmondson Warren and Holt Legal Services, Maverick Glass, and Senator Jason Bean. First free throw is on the way. It's no good by Jefferson. Neville going to take a seat for just a minute. Durden back in the ball game. Darius Graham is going to check in, or make that check out rather. And Jaquan McIntosh is in the ball game. Second one is up, and it is no good as well for Jefferson. Good rebound by Roberson. Roberson to a wide open Cameron Settle. Another assist by the Mules. It is now 40-20. Mules up by 20 now. Boy, the Mules are not messing around tonight, folks. You can tell the Mules have not played. They are angry out there. They want to make sure they knock down every shot. Good job by Durden. Gets the rebound, knocks it off of McIntosh. He was able to save it. Roberson will come out of the ball game for the time being. Preston Moore going to come in, 7 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound. Stephanie Pierce says, let's go Mules. If you haven't done so already, please hit that share button for us. Durden shot in and out, no good. Rebounded by Taylor. So glad you were tuning in on a Tuesday night. It's nasty outside, that's for sure. Ball's being batted around as somehow Settle comes away with it. Good job there getting it to Durden. Pull-up jumper from the elbow was no good. And ball still being batted around. It's somehow taken by McIntosh. Good rebound for him, and he'll lose it there. Going to be a steal by Jefferson. Mules, by the way, so far tonight, they've only got 6 turnovers so far. The Indians, they've got 10. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Mules lead by 20. And we're going to get a foul on Jaquan McIntosh. He was in the act of shooting, and that'll be 3 free throws coming up for Dyson Watson. Second time tonight the Mules have fouled a player from behind that 3-point line. Dyson Watson going to the free throw line at 3 points on the night. He has not been there so far, and he will miss the first one. Darius Graham going to check in just a few minutes. Kennett with 3 timeouts left. The Mules, they've got 4 timeouts left. So Watson making that free throw. We're going to see Ashton Williams will take a seat. Ashton Dismukes is in. Second one is, or make that third one rather, is no good. Offensive rebound though belongs to the Indians. Dyson thought about taking a 3-pointer, instead goes up, counted, and the bucket. And Preston Moore is going to be called for the personal foul. 40-23 now, back to a 17-point game. Nikolai Combet is going to come in the ball game for Jaquan McIntosh. McIntosh getting his first varsity action of the season so far. 1:30 to go here in the first half. Good job there by the Mules getting the rebound. And we're going to get, this one goes into the crowd. Rather, 1:25 to go here before halftime. I will tell you now, there's going to be an extensive halftime coming up. There will be an extensive halftime coming your way tonight. Some kind of cheer program is going to be performing at halftime. So we've been told about 25 minutes to be expected. Good job there by Preston Moore. He's got 9 points here in the ball game. Cooper Himfling, what a big 3-pointer that was. So Dyson Watson, a big 3-pointer. 42-26, under a minute to go. Graham's shot is no good from the wing. Here comes on the other end. Ashton Dismukes, rather, is going to draw the contact. It's going to be a foul on the Mules, and that'll be on Preston Moore, going to be his third personal foul. So free throws coming up here for Ashton Dismukes. He'll miss the first one. Isaiah Neville going to come back in the ball game now for Preston Moore. Moore's got 9 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Pretty good ball game so far for that young man. Roberson going to check in too, coming up with 34 seconds left. And the second one is no good as well. It's going to go out of bounds. The last touch by the Indians. Roberson going to come in for Dallas Williams. On the other end, Ashton Dismukes will check out. Deshaun Wilson back in the ball game. 34 seconds and counting. The clock now starts. Coming up, it'll be a lengthy halftime. We'll have plenty of time. Big event coming up to help out the baseball team. We will have that. Darius Graham powers his way in. He's got 6 points here in the ball game. It's going to be a foul on, I believe, Caden Taylor. We'll talk to you about a cornhole tournament coming up as Darius Graham makes that a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Jay Edmondson and Jaquan McIntosh in for Roberson and for Combat. Don't forget, it's going to be at March 9th going on the KC Hall. Proceeds will go benefit the Mules baseball team. Registration 9 a.m. and the bags start flying at 10 a.m. $30 for a two-person team. There'll be trophies awarded. Good tip in that time by Caden Taylor, 45-28. There's a steal right there as we get into halftime. What a move. And just like that, Deshaun Wilson makes that a 4-point play. We have reached halftime. The Mules, they lead by 15 points. All right, we're going to have an extended halftime. Stay with us. We're going to go to a quick break on the radio side. Let's do a 5-minute break on the radio side. That way it'll give us time to break all the stats down. Plus, they're going to have a cheering deal coming up at halftime. So you're not going to miss anything, I promise you. So go grab, if you're watching us on Facebook and YouTube, time to go to the bathroom, grab that drink, and we'll come right back in 5 minutes with your first half stats breakdown as we get ready for maybe a 25-minute delay. We'll wait and see how long it actually is. Mules lead up 45-30. You're watching and listening to Mules basketball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Here's a quick and easy test to see if you need new tires. Insert a penny upside down, and if you see the top of Honest Abe's head, your tread is too low. If you don't, you're good to go. So when it's time for new tires, remember Christian Automotive and Tire, keeping you safe on the road.
Maverick Glass offers repair of automotive, commercial, and residential glass, including mobile repair services. From a chipped windshield to a custom glass shower, remember Maverick Glass. Thank you for making Maverick Glass the area's leading glass company for more than 30 years.
Breathe easier and extend the life of your HVAC system, plus fewer repair bills with Air Solutions Comprehensive Maintenance Plan. You'll save money and get the peace of mind that only comes from calling Air Solutions. 785-1500.
Patriot Auto Glass offers chip repair or glass replacement. They provide fast quality service done by experienced technicians. Ask about our veteran and first responder discounts. Call Patriot Auto Glass today at 573-840-5027. And remember, Patriot Auto Glass will come to you.
Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers is a third-generation family-owned jewelry and repair store who have served the Poplar Bluff community for over 60 years.
Our family has always worked hard to provide the finest jewelry creations and service imaginable.
This is Brenda Holmes with PB Realty Donovan Office. We are Ripley County's leader in every category of real estate. We can help you with residential, farm and land, river cabins, and commercial properties. Call us at 996-5153 or stop by our office at 304 East Highway Street between Quick Connection and North.
And we are back here, and the clock has just now started. Mike's off, and it is still thumping in here. So that's where we stand right now, and we're at the half right now as the Mules lead it by a score of 45-30. We want to thank you again for tuning in, whether you're watching us on Facebook, YouTube, or if you're tuning at a 25 overall, 40%. They are 3 out of 8 from behind the three-point arc. They are 7 of 14 on the free throw line. They've got 12 rebounds so far in the first half, 6 first half assists, 10 turnovers, 3 steals, 5 offensive rebounds for the Indians. They are led in scoring by Dyson Watson. He's got 9 points so far in the first half. 6 points by Caden Taylor. He had 4 in the first, 2 in the second. 5 points by Deshaun Wilson. All 5 coming in that second quarter. 4 points each by Chris Jefferson. He had 2 in the first, 2 in the second. And then 4 points by Ashton Dismukes, all 4 coming in that first quarter. And then from there, 2 points by Ashton Williams, which came in the first quarter. And that is the scoring breakdown for the Kennett Indians. Man, we apologize for how loud it is in here. It is thumping for sure. Can't even hear myself talk right now. Poplar Bluff, meanwhile, shooting 56% so far. They are 19 of 34 overall. They are 4 out of 6 from the free throw line, 3 out of 9 from the three-point line at 33%. Mules have 11 first half assists, 19 rebounds so far. They've got 10 offensive rebounds. They've got 7 turnovers, 1 block shot, and they've got 9 steals. They are led by Isaiah Neville, 11 points in the first half, all 11 coming in that second quarter, by the way. He also has 4 rebounds and 1 assist. From there, you've got Preston Moore having a really good ball game at 9 points overall. He had 7 in the first quarter, 2 in the second. He's also got 2 rebounds and 2 assists. And then 7 points by Marlon Hickman-Roberson. He had 2 in the first, 5 in the second. By the way, Roberson also has 4 rebounds, 5 assists so far in this ball game. And then you've got 4 points also by Dallas Williams. He had 2 in the first, 2 in the second. He's also got 2 rebounds and 1 assist. And then from there, 3 points by Brendan Durden. That 3 came in the first quarter. And then 2 points each by Cameron Settle. That came in that second quarter, and he's got 1 rebound as well. All right, we still have a lot going on. The cheer competition continues, or the tumbling competition, I should say, continues. We're going to go to break. If you're listening on the radio, watching us online, we apologize for how loud it is. We're going to go to break, though, real quick. Let's take a 3-minute timeout, Tim. We're going to come right on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Caring for those you love also means taking good care of yourself. At Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, our healthcare providers take the time to identify your health risks and help you prioritize good health. Regular checkups and age-appropriate screenings are important to be healthy now and stay well in the future. With same or next day appointments and online scheduling, we make it easy to make an appointment right now. You can even see us from the comfort of your own home via telehealth. Put your health first today by making an appointment by visiting pbrmc.com and searching online scheduling.
You're in the zone with Baldwin Toyota. Today's spotlight is the 2024 Toyota Tundra. This truck is a powerhouse with its available I-Force Max engine.
That's right. It's built like a champion from the ground up. Its powertrain, frame, and suspension work together, providing an available max towing capacity of up to 12,000 pounds. With Tundra, you can haul with confidence.
Head to Baldwin Toyota and experience the power of the 2024 Toyota Tundra for yourself. And now back to Mules action.
Breathe easier and extend the life of your HVAC system, plus fewer repair bills with Air Solutions Comprehensive Maintenance Plan. You'll save money and get the peace of mind that only comes from calling Air Solutions. 785-1500.
Maverick Glass offers repair of automotive, commercial, and residential glass, including mobile repair services. From a chip windshield to a custom glass shower, remember Maverick Glass. Thank you for making Maverick Glass the area's leading glass company for more than 30 years.
Here's a quick and easy test to see if you need new tires. Insert a penny upside down, and if you see the top of Honest Abe's head, your tread is too low. If you don't, you're good to go. So when it's time for new tires, remember Christian Automotive and Tire, keeping you safe on the road.
Imagine playing sports, reading, or driving without needing contact lenses or glasses. The eye LASIK procedure at Eye Care Specialists could be the answer to help you improve your vision. Call Eye Care Specialists to schedule a free screening.
This is Brenda Holmes with PB Realty Donovan Office. We are Ripley County's leader in every category of real estate. We can help you with residential, farm and land, river cabins, and commercial properties. Call us at 996-5153 or stop by our office at 304 East Highway Street between Quick Connection and North End Motel. Let's talk about how we can help you with all of your real estate needs. Or call me, Brenda Holmes, at 573-707-0741.
Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers is a third-generation family-owned jewelry and repair store who have served the Poplar Bluff community for over 60 years.
Our family has always worked hard to provide the finest jewelry creations and service imaginable.
All right, so we are back, and man, we apologize for the lengthy commercial delay there, but as you can hear in the background, my crowd mic isn't even on, and it is just deafening in here. But you know what? On a side note, hats off to these kiddos, man. They are out here giving it everything they've got here in Kennett, and they're fun to watch, let me tell you. We're going to tell you about a cornhole tournament coming up here in just a few moments. And we want to make sure that we get that information out there as much as we can, because you know what? Even though we are talking about basketball season right now, I promise you baseball season is not too far away. And man, I'm looking forward to getting out there in the baseball field very, very soon. Hanging out with the kiddos as we're going to get this on camera, Tim. We'll take here. Absolutely. Did a great job. No doubt about it. They'll take a bow on the other side. 45-30 is your score right now. A lot of kids out there doing the tumbling, and man, I couldn't do a fraction of what those youngsters were down there doing, let me tell you. So while we have that young lady right there she has the idea just laying on one of the tarps, didn't want to do anything. I like that. That's what I'd be doing right now if I got the opportunity. All right, so let's talk about a cornhole tournament coming up. March 9th going on at the KC Hall at 2280 North Grand in Poplar Bluff. There's going to be food and beverage there to purchase from the Knights of Columbus. There's going to be trophies awarded, by the way, for first, second, and third place. It's all going on March 9th. It's $30 for a two-person team. Registration begins at 9 a.m. And by the way, the bags will fly starting off at 10 a.m. And remember, the proceeds from this year's tournament, it is going to the Poplar Bluff High School Mules baseball team. And hopefully we'll be able to be a part of that tournament here this year. We'll go down there and maybe do some live breaks down there as well. After all, it does benefit the Mules baseball team. And hey, we support all kinds of athletic programs, including our baseball team. So that being said, we'll keep reminding you about that. By the way, to recap earlier on, the Mules JV team got it done earlier today as well. They had a huge showing in the first matchup of the day. That reminds me, coming up on Friday, it'll be homecoming night in Poplar Bluff. The Mules that take it on Cape Central should be a good matchup. It'll be a JV game first, and of course, we'll be there for that action. We'll bring you the JV game and the varsity game. Looks like we'll be doing JV and varsity the rest of this season, and man, I cannot wait. All right, 3 minutes here until we get ready for live action. Toe Jib's going to be about 25 minutes. I think we eclipsed 25 minutes. So let's go to break, our final timeout of the pregame. Well, wait a minute, or make that halftime. They just stopped the clock here. So I was going to say 2 minutes and 38 seconds, but they just stopped the clock. So I don't know if they're going to add more time. I bet they do. I bet they are going to add a little bit more time. Yeah, I believe Tim just said they're going to put some more time on the clock. So that being said, we're going to go to break, and we're going to come right back in just a minute. Yep, there we go, 4 minutes on the clock. So let's go for about 2 minutes, and we'll come right back. You've been listening to the pregame, or make that, it's not pregame, it's halftime. presented by PB Realty Legacy Farm and Land Specialist. We're back in 2 minutes on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. All right, so we are back here 90 seconds until we begin our second half here. The Mules lead 45-30. So glad to have you alongside here. And we told you it was going to be a lengthy halftime, and it was. I think we sit at 23 and a half minutes. I said 25. Pretty close. Pretty close indeed. All right, so as we get ready for the second half, the Mules will have the basketball to begin this second half. The Mules will switch sides. They will go from right to left. The Mules lead it by 15 points. And the Mules, by the way, they are scoring 56% so far. We're just happy to be back out here on the court after a long delay because of snow and ice, the cold. Looks like we're going to get hammered with rain. I know we've got a lot of fog in the area, and we've got that dense fog advisory in effect. We did a weather video while we got here. That was a bonehead move on my part because when I wanted to start it, my computer locked up. And then by the time we got everything going, they were starting to practice in the gym. So the audio isn't as crisp as when I'm sitting there in my house where there's a controlled environment. I was trying to be classy about it, sneak one in real fast, but got caught. That's okay, though. It's still on Facebook. You'll be able to kind of see how much rain we're expecting. We're at a basketball game, but the truth is we're still going to get about 2 more inches of rain, possibly 3 by Thursday. And that could cause some flooding concerns, so we'll have to wait and see how it all shakes out. So more than likely, I will do another weather video coming up this week. I don't know when. We'll see how much rain we get overnight. But the main thing is going to be the fog and then the heavy rain on top of that. Now the Mules get the ball. Here we go. We are back to live action. The Mules going right to left. Roberson, a little bit of space with that right hand. Finishes strong. He's got 9 points. And we are off and running here in the second half. Mules have Isaiah Neville, Darius Graham, Preston Moore, Hickman Roberson, and Brendan Durden. The Indians, meanwhile, as Ashton Dismukes, he buries his way inside the paint there, gets 2 points. Ashton Dismukes, Dyson Watson, Hunter Kirk, Chris Jefferson, and Deshaun Wilson. Boy, Graham plays so well, goes inside the paint, an unbalanced shot, still knocks it down. 7:13 to go here in the third quarter. It is a 49-32 ball game. Fred Garman, the head coach out of Kennett, his first year as the head basketball coach. Coach Will Durden in his 12th season as a basketball coach. Going inside to Jefferson. His shot is no good. Rebounded by Preston Moore. Here come the Mules now. Durden over to Isaiah Neville. Long three-pointer. This one is no good. Darius Graham nearly had the rebound. Jefferson comes away with it. Here comes the Indians now. Kennett, long pass over to Ashton Dismukes. Going down the lane, goes up with that right hand, finishes strong. He's got 8 points. 6:27 to go, third quarter, 49-34. Back to a 15-point game. Mules at 1 point led by 20. Mules trying to get their first conference win on their first conference opponent this season. Durden buries his way in off the backboard and scores. He's got 5. Good shot there by Brendan Durden. Oh, good job there by Watson. His shot is no good. Somehow Hunter Kirk with the rebound. It's no good. Moore comes away with the rebound. It's a 2-on-1 break. Throws it up to Isaiah Neville. It hits the bottom of the backboard. On the other end, Dismukes misses the shot. Preston Moore another rebound, but then a takeaway that time by Wilson. And Wilson's got 7. Back to a 15-point ball game now. Isaiah Neville thought about taking a longer shot, goes inside, it's no good. Rebounded by Wilson. Oh, Wilson gonna throw it away. A little turnover there by Dismukes, some miscommunication. And we're gonna see Dallas Williams coming in now for Preston Moore. On the other end, we will see Hunter Kirk taking a seat. And back in the ball game is Caden Taylor. Boy, Preston Moore's having a great night so far for the Mules. He's got 9 points, 5 rebounds. He may eclipse a double-double here tonight. Going to get very close indeed. Isaiah Neville hands it off, and Darius Graham lost it. Durden with a wide-open shot. He buries it from downtown. He's got 8 points now in the ball game, 54-36. So now the Mules now starting to extend their lead a little bit. Deshaun Wilson from the free throw line. He's got 9 points in the ball game. 54-38 the score with 4:43 to go here in the third. Darius Graham thought about going inside with it, taken away by Jefferson. A turnover there by the Mules, number 9 in the ball game. Good job going inside. Jefferson back outside to Wilson for 3. It's no good. And the rebound will be tracked down by Durden. Darius Graham is going to get fouled at this one by Chris Jefferson. Mules basketball presented by Senator Jason Bean, also being brought to you by Maverick Glass. Jay Edmondson coming in for Isaiah Neville, 11 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds. Also Edmondson, Warren, and Holt Legal Services, Air Solutions, Larry Hillis Dodge, and Eye Care Specialist. Good job at that time by Wilson, knocking it out of bounds away from Darius Graham. Mules will still have it. It'll be right in front of their own bench here. They'll inbound it to Jay Edmondson. So now Dallas Williams with it. Long jumper from the wing. It's no good. Rebounded by Dyson Watson. Watson now. Three-pointer is no good. Good job that time by Darius Graham. Nearly had the rebound. It's going to go out of bounds. The last touch by the Mules. We appreciate you tuning in tonight on a rainy, foggy Tuesday night. Durden went for a steal that time. Good job by Jay Edmondson. He will have the steal. Durden goes up, tries to jam it home. It's going to go out of bounds. The last touch by the Indians, and now we're going to see a sub coming in now. LaDon Webb is going to come in for Brendan Durden. So LaDon Webb going to get his first appearance here tonight on Varsity. After 3 quarters, by the way, Jackson leads at Notre Dame 53-31. Webb's shot is no good, rebounded by the Indians. Here comes Dismukes inside the paint, no good on the shot. Good job that time by Darius Graham. on the rebound. Darius Graham with the left hand. He's got 11 points now. And we're going to get a whistle here and a timeout called. It is a 30-second timeout. This one by the Mules. They've got 3 timeouts left. It is a Baldwin Toyota timeout. We're back in 30 seconds on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
It's available iForce Max engine.
That's right. It's built like a champion from the ground up. Its powertrain, frame, and suspension work together, providing an available max towing capacity of up to 12,000 pounds. With Tundra, you can haul with confidence.
Head to Baldwin Toyota and experience the power of the 2024 Toyota Tundra for yourself. And now back to
3:31 to go here in the third quarter of play. The Mules lead 56-38 over the Kennett Indians. Each team with 3 timeouts left here in the ball game. Each of them having all 3 full timeouts. 3:26 now. As Ashton Dismukes nearly had it taken away. Good job by Jefferson. A wide open Watson for 3. It's no good. Good job that time by Darius Graham, as Williams also had a touch on it. Now Darius Graham going to go baseline. He'll back it out, reset the offense here. Dallas Williams, he's got 4 points so far tonight. Williams going to go baseline. Now back out to Darius Graham for 3. It's no good. Hits the front end. Another offensive rebound, that time by Roberson. And Roberson now, he's got 11 points, 58-38. Mules once again up by 20. Matching their largest lead of this contest. And we're going to get a foul. That one on Dallas Williams, I believe. Trying to go for the ball. It is going to be on Williams. It'll be number 1 on him. So going to the free throw line, Dyson Watson. He is 1 of 3 on the free throw line tonight thus far. First one is on the way. It is up and it is good. And we're going to see Durden coming in now for the Mules. Darius Graham takes a seat. On the other end, Jefferson takes a seat, and Williams is in. Preston Moore going to check in for Darius Graham. Dyson Watson will get 1 more free throw here. Oh boy, Tim, we've got a long night ahead of us, my friend. Lots of heavy rain starting to move in. We thought that was going to be the case. It is going to be the case. 58-40 the score. Double team by the Indians, and we're going to get a whistle and a timeout call and a full timeout by the Mules. They've got 2 timeouts left. It is a Baldwin Toyota timeout. Mules lead 58-40. We're back in 30 seconds on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Kevin's Auto and Tire is now a certified dealer for Bridgestone and Firestone tires. Kevin's Auto is also a full-service garage from brakes and oil changes to electrical and AC. Don't forget they also offer custom muffler work. It's Kevin's Auto and Tire, located on Cravens Road in Poplar Bluff.
Imagine playing sports, reading, or driving without needing contact lenses or glasses. The eye LASIK procedure at Eye Care Specialists could be the answer to help you improve your vision. Call Eye Care Specialists to schedule a free screening.
So we are back here in the third quarter of play, and the Mules lead it by a score of 58-40. Timeout called by Poplar Bluff. They've got 2 timeouts left here in the ball game. So now the Mules coming back out. Preston Moore back in the ball game for the Mules. Also, so is Dallas Williams. It'll be Jay Edmondson, LaDon Webb, Preston Moore, Dallas Williams, and Marlon Hickman-Roberson. Correction, Roberson is on the bench right now. It'll be Brendan Durden instead. So now Moore double teamed, threw it to try to go inside. He's able to. Durden picks it up and scores. He's got 10. Not sure how in the world the Mules scored on that one, but my goodness, what a great play by Poplar Bluff. 2:14 to go here in the third. Mules a little bit of double team that time. We may get a timeout here. Believe we're going to get a timeout here by Kennett. I'm showing that they don't have any 30 seconds left, but no, it's going to be a full. There you go. Shannon Foster there saying, nope, it's going to be a full timeout. See, Tim, I told you, no more 30-second timeouts available. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining in the ball game. Kennett shooting 37% here tonight. The Mules shooting 54%. The Indians have 12 turnovers, and the Mules have 9. It's about rebounds, rather. And so far tonight, the Mules right now, they have dominated in both games. They've got 26 rebounds to 19 over Kennett. By the way, the Mules have 11 offensive rebounds, 7 by Kennett. So Friday night, it is our next ball game. It'll be the Mules against Cape Central Tigers. And by the way, it's that time of year. It is our homecoming night. It'll be a late night, but at least we'll be in Poplar Bluff. We will stream the JV game, we will stream the homecoming festivities, and we will stream Varsity as well. That's the plan. 60-40, it is a 20-point game right now. The Mules matching their largest lead so far. 3-point ball is no good. Dismukes with a huge rebound. Offensive rebound usually leads to points. Another offensive rebound. And this time the Mules will pick it up. Preston Moore now gets some space. Boy, he is lethal when he gets space. He couldn't finish that time. Rebounded by Watson. Now Dismukes in traffic. No good on the shot. Rebounded by Preston Moore. Here comes Jay Edmondson. He's going to go coast to coast underneath the rim. It's no good. So now Watson going to slow it up here. We're going to see Roberson, Darius Graham back in the ball game. A high arcing shot is no good by Watson. Preston Moore, another rebound for that young man. Moore so far tonight, 9 points, 7 rebounds. Very close to a double-double. There you go. Brendan Durden steps inside the paint, knocks down that shot. 62-40 now. 1 minute to go here in the third. Poplar Bluff here trying to get their 11th win of the season, and more importantly, their first conference game or first conference win under their belt in this season. Durden went for a steal that time. Watson back out to Deshaun Wilson. Wilson thought about going inside. Now he will, and we're going to get a foul, but not before he puts it up and scores. Wilson, 11 points here in the contest. LaDon Webb is going to be called for the foul. And we're going to see for the Mules, we're going to see several coming out here. Cooper Hempfling and Chris Jefferson, Ashton Williams and Ashton Dismukes will all check out. Darius Graham, Marlon Hickman Roberson, Isaiah Neville, Brendan Durden stays in. Also, Sammy Durden is going to be in the ball game. It is up, and it's no good. So Durden with the rebound. 62-42 now, under a minute to go. Isaiah Neville from the wing. He's got 13 points. Nice shot for that young man. Mules, by the way, they've got 15 assists. So now Cooper Hempfling now wearing number 0. Pull-up jumper from the wing is no good. Good shot that time, or make that rebound by Roberson. Durden back out to Roberson for 3. It's no good. As the quarter will come to a close, we have played 3. The Mules lead at 64-42. We're back in 1 minute on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Here's a quick and easy test to see if you need new tires. Insert a penny upside down, and if you see the top of Honest Abe's head, your tread is too low. If you don't, you're good to go. So when it's time for new tires, remember, Christian Automotive and Tire, keeping you safe on the road.
All right, so here we go as we get ready for the fourth and final quarter here. The Mules have a 64-42 lead. It'll be Kennett basketball. They're going to inbound from the half-court line. And we are underway. By the way, the Mules outscored 19-12 in that third quarter. Mules outscored at 20-12 in the first quarter. There's a big steal by Graham. Graham goes up, and it's not going to fall, but Neville with the offensive rebound. We get a whistle here, offensive rebound, and going to get a foul, too, on top of it, as Jefferson is going to be called for the personal foul. Neville, 15 points in the ball game. I was going to say the Mules outscored Kennett 20-12 in the first quarter, 25-18 second quarter, and 19-12 in that third quarter. Three-point play the old-fashioned way. It is up and good. Neville with 16 points here in the ball game. Very impressive. Make sure and hit that share button for us on social media. 67-42, another big steal by Neville, but it's going to go out of bounds. Last touched, I believe, by the Mules. No, it's going to say last touch by the Indians. Going to get a sub here coming in. Ashton Dismukes is going to come in for Deshaun Wilson. 7:21 to play here in the ball game. Long shot by Isaiah Neville. No good. Watson try to go inside. Long three. This one is no good by Hempfling. Ball is batted around, rebounded by Roberson. Darius Graham goes up. He's got 13 points. 69-42 now. Dallas Williams going to check in here. Watson called for the personal foul. Isaiah Neville, 16 points, 5 rebounds. Preston Moore going to come in. So is Jay Edmondson and Cameron Settle. Sammy Durden taking a seat. Also Marlon Hickman-Roberson and Brendan Durden. Nikolai Combat is going to check in for Darius Graham if he makes this one. To make it 70 points, he does. A three-point play the old-fashioned way. Darius Graham will take a seat. 14 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. 7 minutes to go here in the ball game. Mules leading here. .647 and counting. Pull-up jumper is going to be no good. Preston Moore going in for the rebound. It's going to be taken by Jay Edmondson. Edmondson is going to lose it, and they're going to say last touch by Edmondson. It'll be a turnover on the Mules with 6:38 to go here in the ball game. So 6:35 and counting here as the Mules, and we're going to get a whistle here and a foul coming up. It's going to be on the Mules. It'll be on Nikolai Combat. Going to be his first, and that'll be team foul number 1 as well. 6:33 to go here in the ball game. Mules leading a commanding lead right now, 70-42 the score. Mules have not played since January 6th. That was over in Joplin. Mules did not get a win that day. Free throw, I should say the shot is no good. Rebounded by Dismukes, and now we're going to get a whistle and a foul coming up. I believe it's going to be on Dallas Williams. If it is, it's number 2 on him. It is going to be on Dallas Williams, and that'll be number 2 for him. At the free throw line is Ashton Dismukes. He'll shoot 2 free throws coming up here. First one is on the way. It is up, and it is good. He's got 9 points here in the ball game. 70 to 43 now, the score. Second one is up, and it's also good. He's got 10. So now Cameron Settle now going to go inside. Settle shot is no good. Offensive rebound. Could not get a shot to go down that time. Good try, though, by Settle. Dismukes on the rebound. Hempfling on the other end. It goes up and scores. 70 now to 46. 70 to 46 now the score. 5:36 and counting here in the ball game. Mules looking for their 11th win of the season. More importantly, though, they are looking for their first conference win. Nikolai Combat, long three-pointer, banks it in. The bank is open here in Kennett on a late Tuesday night, 73-46. Heather Young loves what she sees from Isaiah Neville and the team in general. Boy, the Mules have played really good here tonight. 5 minutes to go here in the ball game. Turnaround jumper that time is off the mark. It's no good by Jefferson. Rebounded by Preston Moore. He's got 9 points. Preston Moore looking to go inside. He does. It steps inside the paint. The shot a little bit short. Rebounded by Dismukes. Under 5 minutes to go here. Taylor goes inside, misses the shot. Cameron Settle comes around with a rebound. And there's a steal by Dismukes. Goes up with the right hand. Boy, he loves that finish. Nice finish indeed. It is a timeout here called by the Indians, I believe. So it's going to be a timeout here by Kennett. Will be a full timeout. The official said 30-second timeout. He was just told that it's going to be a full timeout instead. Kennett now down to 1 timeout left here in the ball game. And that is it. Mules have 2 timeouts. Kennett's got 1. Cade Bussey are going to check in here for the Poplar Bluff Mules. He'll check in for Jay Edmondson. Cade Bussey here on the season, a 6'5" junior. Had a great JV game earlier tonight. He was inside the lane, getting those rebounds, you name it, and he was doing it. 4:25 and counting here in the ball game. Mules on their way to their 11th win of the season. Cameron Settle now lost it going out of bounds. Going to be a turnover on the Mules. 73-48 the score now. We will have a brief post-game show coming up following this game. And I say brief because I'm not sure if the coaches will come up. I'm sure they will. But we've got a 45-minute drive back to Poplar Bluff. But more importantly, we've got the fog to deal with tonight. So we don't want to keep the team here any longer than we have to. Going to be a foul on the Indians. Or make that Poplar Bluff, rather, my apologies. It'll be on Jaquan McIntosh. Going to be his third. Three-pointer by Hempfling is no good. Rebounded by the Mules. And Combat now will bring it down the floor for the Mules. Mules lead at 73-48 now. Kicks it outside. Jaquan McIntosh, a big three-pointer. He gets his first bucket here, not only of the game, but of varsity as well. Two-pointer is no good. Cade Bussey with the rebound. So Bussey with the rebound. Ashton Williams could not get the shot to go down. We get a whistle here going to be a quick timeout here to get some subs in for the Mules. So Mules have 2 timeouts left. Kennett with 1. So Nikolai Combet now. LaDon Webb, long 3. This one is no good. Boy, the entire bench stood up whenever he let that one go too. Big steal. Here comes LaDon Webb. It's no good. A good rebound by Sammy Durden. So Sammy Durden with his first bucket here of the ball game. It'll be a foul on Sammy Durden, going to be his first. And now Ashton Dismukes at the free throw line. First one is up, and it is good. And now we're going to see coming in Antonio Flakes in. He'll check in for Ashton Williams. Second free throw coming up here for Dismukes. It is up, and it's no good. Good job there by Cade Bussey on the rebound. Second rebound here of the ball game. So now Sammy Durden going to go baseline. Gets it out to LaDon Webb. He gets a little bit of space with the left hand finish. His first bucket of varsity here in this game. On the other end, shot is up. It's no good. Turnover there by the Indians. And we're going to get a whistle here and a foul on Sammy Durden. It'll be his second personal foul. So the Mules are going to crash and get this win, as we're going to keep that clock going now. We're under the 30-point mark, or over the 30-point mark, rather. Getting a final here as Dismukes misses that one. Jackson over Notre Dame, 63-46. Second one is up, and it's good. 80-50 now. 28 seconds and counting. Nearly, it's going to be a backcourt violation. McIntosh didn't mean to. He tried to slow it up and threw it in the backcourt. Coming up, we will have a brief postgame. And now the Mules going to be a long 3. This one is no good. And Durden with the rebound. The Mules pick up the win. They win in JV and in varsity. Final score 80-50. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We're going to come right back. We'll be interviewing, I believe, Coach Aaron Duncan. And then we'll wrap it up. You're watching and listening to Mules basketball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Maverick Glass offers repair of automotive, commercial, and residential glass, including mobile repair services. From a chip windshield to a custom glass shower, remember Maverick Glass. Thank you for making Maverick Glass the area's leading glass company for more than 30 years.
Breathe easier and extend the life of your HVAC system, plus fewer repair bills with Air Solutions Comprehensive Maintenance Plan. You'll save money and get the peace of mind that only comes from calling Air Solutions. 785-1500.
Patriot Auto Glass offers chip repair or glass replacement. They provide fast quality service done by experienced technicians. Ask about our veteran and first responder discounts. Call Patriot Auto Glass today at 573-840-5027. And remember, Patriot Auto Glass will come to you.
Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers is a third-generation family-owned jewelry and repair store who have served the Poplar Bluff community for over 60 years.
Our family has always worked hard to provide the finest jewelry creations and service imaginable.
This is Brenda Holmes with PB Realty Donovan Office. We are Ripley County's leader in every category of real estate. We can help you with residential, farm and land, river cabins, and commercial properties. Call us at 996-5153 or stop by our office at 304
All right,
East
we are back
Highway
here
Street
live with
between
our
Quick
postgame,
Connection
and for
North
the
End
first
Motel.
time here this season, Coach Dave McCormack will join us. And Coach, first off, congratulations on the win. And here tonight, our boys look like we have not missed a beat in that gym, and it showed here tonight.
Thank you. We wanted to say a big thank you, I know, on behalf of the coaching staff and the parents for you guys doing the JV game as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
We're doing the rest of the season that
I love
way.
that.
It's
Our
great.
parents were excited. Hey, they hadn't played in 33 days. I didn't know if you knew that.
I did.
And I didn't know if you'd mentioned that. And we started a little slow, but boy, they came alive. And then Varsity came out, still played hard. And then, what was it, like a 30-minute break?
30-minute
for
break,
the tumbling.
it seemed like, yes.
So we were proud for them to come out and still play hard and get going and get a 30-point victory.
Absolutely. And let's talk about some of the boys here tonight because, man, our boys showed up and showed out. But what about Isaiah Neville? Neville, 16 points in this ball game. I mean, this kid just gets better and better every single ball game.
I agree. We talked a lot about how he was finishing. And, you know, sometimes when you're slender like him, you know, he'll settle for a jumper. Tonight he took it, went into people's body, drew fouls, shot a couple free throws, and finished around the rim. And so we were really excited about him doing that. We get that out of Marlon, Preston, and some of those guys, but to see Zay go in and finish like that was really big for us.
4 players in double figures. Isaiah Neville led the way with 16 points, 14 by Darius Graham, 11 by Roberson, 12 by Brendan Durden. But, man, it was just the way the Mules shared the basketball tonight. 19 assists, and, oh, by the way, 32 rebounds, 14 of those offensive.
That's great, isn't it?
It is.
Because obviously most of the people we play, we're going to be undersized.
Sure.
And we're a small team, so for us to hit the offensive boards like that, I know the coaches are going to love that.
Absolutely. You look at the turnovers here tonight, 14 turnovers, but when you play as fast as we do, that's going to happen. But the boys never gave up, and they still was able to work the ball inside and just dominate on the glass. And, oh, by the way, from around the rim, 34 of 66, not bad tonight.
Let's go, yeah. We do, because we're smaller, we want to get up and down the floor. We started keeping up with tips and back tips and making sure that we're getting hands on the ball. And so when you do that, we're gonna get going fast. We're gonna make some passes that aren't the best, but 14 turnovers, not bad. But I love to hear that offensive rebound stat. That's nice.
Mules got their first conference win. Sometimes always getting that first one gets that off your back, and it seems to loosen you up a little bit. Friday night, homecoming, Cape Central. You know they're going to be out for retribution. Your first thoughts on the
That's
Tigers,
right.
And I think the Mules are a lot better team than we were in December. I think we'll play so much better at home anyway.
I do too. I'm excited for that game. I do know we might be down a guy or two for some things. Darius might have a football thing that we talked about.
Yep.
We're still wondering about that. So that's going to be a hit. But I think coming off this victory tonight, starting in the conference 1-0, and looking forward to that game. I know the guys are already hype about that.
Absolutely. So, anything you want to say back home for the fans who tuned in all night long, my friend?
I tell you what, we're excited about our 9th grade squad. We're 6-1. We start a little 3-day tournament tomorrow. We play Kelly, Notre Dame, and Jackson 3 of the next 4 days and end our season next Monday. So I'm just excited to get to be a part of this, man.
Absolutely, man. I'm so glad to have you alongside, and don't be a stranger. You come back up on Friday and hang out with us, and we'll see you after the JV game coming up on Friday.
Okay.
You betcha. Coach Dave McCormack here joining us live as we wrap it up here. The Mules get it done. They go on to win 80-50, and the Mules now improve once again to 11-7 on the season. We are now 1-0 in the conference. The Mules once again led by Isaiah Neville, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 14 points by Darius Graham, 6 rebounds and 3 assists, 12 points by Brendan Durden. He would have 2 assists, 3 rebounds, and then from there, 11 by Marlon Hickman-Roberson. He would have 6 assists, 7 rebounds. And then the Mules would get scoring from pretty much everywhere. 9 points by Preston Moore, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And then from there, 3 points, or make that 4 points rather, by Dallas Williams, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. And then 3 points by Jaquan McIntosh, 1 rebound. 3 points by Nikolai Combat. He would have 1 assist and 1 rebound. 2 points each by Jay Edmondson to go along with 2 rebounds. 2 points by LaDon Webb, 2 points by Cameron Settle, also 3 rebounds and 1 assist. And then 2 points also by Sammy Durden to go along with 1 assist and 2 rebounds. So there you have it. The Mules get the win tonight. They go on to win by a final score 80-30. The Mules now go to 11-7 on the season, and that means our next ball game coming up on Friday when the Mules take on the Tigers out of Cape Central, and we'll be there for that game as well as we will do the JV game as well. Starting at 6 p.m., we will be live streaming the homecoming festivities as well as the JV game and varsity. Once again, our broadcast here tonight sponsored by our good friends Senator Jason Bean, Maverick Glass, Edmondson Warren and Holt Legal Services, Air Solutions, also Larry Hillis Dodge, Eye Care Specialist, Christian Automotive and Tire, Patriot Auto Glass, also being brought to you by our good friends at Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, First Choice Insurance, Baldwin Toyota, Russians Towing, Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, PB Realty, Legacy Farm and Land Specialist, Kevin's Auto Repair, and being brought to you by First Midwest Bank. For Tim Hicks, I'm Frankie Castile. We're saying so long tonight from Kennett. The Mules get it done 80-50. We'll see you back here on Friday beginning at about 5:45. You've been watching and listening to Mules basketball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.